our children to radiation? Just no. Let's hear them out.
That mod is a lot of fun. That mod also has like, let's see, it has the Americanists who worship the founding fathers, and that's good. They don't exist in too many places, unfortunately, but you can reform America with them. You can also be occultists and worship like Cthulhu and stuff.
Noise.
Sick.
You can be, let's see, I'm trying to go through my like catalog of who exists and that, because there's a lot of different.
I did not mean to turn off my video there. I'm sorry.
Oh,
By the way,
well,
Saint, they're not occultists.
Oh, we
They
do
would be
do the shimmy shuffle.
no, they're called
Eldritch Faith.
Nope, they're called occultists. It's the
Everyone else,
cultists.
if everyone else turns off their cams and turns it back on in the order they first got here, it'll fix it.
Oh, then by all means, guys, do that.
Because you can also worship Satan.
So who got here? Who got here first?
Outro. Pop out now.
I think I did.
Turn off my camera.
Yeah, not your physical camera in
Oh.
Zoom.
In Zoom.
Oops, I turned off my physical camera.
We saw.
You too, Rindis.
Yeah, I'm the last one, so I'll come in.
Well,
I turned off my camera.
There you
In
go.
Zoom.
do I need to be off too?
yes.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, then
It's-
Saint comes on,
Me.
Yep.
and then it was outro.
I can do that.
Yes.
I almost turned off my
Yeah.
actual camera again.
And
There
then
it is.
me, because Rhys doesn't need to mess with his.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
Are we live, by the way? That
Yes.
should be- Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure because
Mm.
hosting is important. Also, is there a Twitter post? Somebody posts on Twitter.
That's
I'm
good.
working on that one. I've got to find
Okay,
it because it's
excellent.
been 2 weeks. So it's like, shit, where is it?
Oh, I can just copy paste my last message, I think.
Yeah, I always just template it because it's easier.
Ugh.
Oh, I found it. Nope.
Me forgetting that the front page of Twitch exists because my thing is my shortcut is to the followers, my following page instead of the front page.
Mm.
Okay, no, non-mod. Pop out chat. There we go. 10 out of 10. Did it. First try.
Good job!
10 out of 10.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
You're a winner.
Congratulations.
You're a wiener. Oh, that is my cue to go get some tissue because I am leaking. Hold on.
So, how's everybody doing today? How
I'm
have the
doing
last
okay.
2 weeks been, since we haven't been here in like 2 weeks?
I had a 3-hour-long emotional intelligence training that was conducted by somebody who obviously didn't have the legal certificates to be training such a thing. And it was
Yikes.
based off of being a leader in like middle management in a corporation. So it was like, here is how you get people to, this is how you deceive people into thinking that you care about them so that you can manipulate them into doing the stuff you want. The
I-
3-hour-long tutorial.
Yikes.
Gotta love those unskippable tutorials too.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yikes.
It,
That's it.
it said that triggers were things like sadness and anger and frustration. And I'm like, no, that's an emotional react. God, did this person go to fucking school?
What game is this?
Like-
This isn't a game, this is real life.
Oh no!
this is-
Oh no! Unskippable tutorial in real life.
It was a 3-hour-long, just bullshit emotional intelligence training when it wasn't really emotional intelligence. It was about being able to get people to do what you want and provide feedback without getting backlash.
I was gonna say that sounds like manipulation, but okay.
It was very strong. There were times when I was like, this is just emotional manipulation. It said that the people who have the strong emotional feelings are always always in the bad, pretty much. It didn't say it in those words. It said it differently, but still. Also,
I feel like having emotions is not bad. It's just being able to express those emotions properly.
Correct.
No, you should not have emotions. Be Jedi.
Emotions are
That definitely,
That definitely worked out for everyone.
Yeah, no.
that worked out so well for them. Yes.
I mean,
Hey, you're welcome.
according to Ryan Gosling, you should just hit it with lightning. It's fine.
Yeah, just hit it with lightning.
And
Does
that
that fix
doesn't
it?
that solve every problem? That's how it worked for Palpatine.
Mm-hmm.
Unlimited power.
My granddaughter. Oh, does that mean Palpatine banged someone? Oh.
No, it means Palpatine's clone banged somebody.
Well, that's fair.
Mm.
Well, I mean, like, according to canon, he did have, like, quite the, like, harem, and before he was all prune face, he was a real mover and shaker.
I mean, honestly, the only thing that surprised me is that she was his granddaughter and not like great granddaughter
Yeah.
multiple times removed.
Look, apparently also in Legends, one of the reasons the Empire fell apart so quickly was because he was just battle meditating all the time. When he died, he was not battle meditating anymore.
Yeah, like that. I remember that being a thing too, because yeah, that's how he maintained a lot of the fleet cohesion. Was he was just like, no, I'm just doing it. I'm good.
I'm
I'm
battle
good at this.
meditating.
Yeah.
Meditating. I say that because I'm playing Fantasy Flight Star Wars game. I do on Wednesdays, and I'm
You
gonna
spend
be
a lot of time battle meditating.
No, I'm gonna be making my character force sensitive, and I was like, "What do I get?" And we got on the subject of battle meditation, and that came up.
So,
I'm
funny
think-
story, I actually made a blood magic path of battle meditation, which was fucking awesome in
That
my
sounds-
vampire game.
That sounds wonderful. I approve.
Yeah, I'm thinking of starting up another Star Wars game using the 5th edition conversion, because that was hella fun when we played it, and Shay ran one. I didn't get very far, but I enjoyed that, and I feel like I could do a better job than Abrams and Gosselin for like just continuing past Return of the Jedi. I mean, anybody can. I think Rhys's child could do a better job, and I was like, your child has no formal training, but you know, they hit each other with swords. I was like, yeah, no, I could watch that for 3 hours.
I can yes, I can watch people hitting each other with swords. It's true.
Black with a sword.
I watched Knives Out this past weekend.
Oh,
Most
so
of
I
it.
did
heard very good things.
It's
I heard it
it's
was good.
so good. Y'all should watch it.
Thank you for inspiring me
You're
to go out and
welcome.
watch it.
You're welcome. The format's not quite what you might expect for a murder mystery, but it's still very good. And also Daniel Craig's southern accent
Accent
is
is supposed to be
hilarious.
delightful, yeah.
It's
amazing.
very amusing, especially since I watched it in like a cheap ass matinee in a local theater where they do like late run shows, and before the movie was the trailer for No Time to Die, the new Bond movie coming out starring Daniel Craig.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
no.
So it was like doubly funny.
Because he's been in a few movies in the last couple of years where he's played an American. Like he played one, oh god, what's that? I don't remember what that movie's called, but it takes place in Appalachia, and he has like a West Virginian accent or something like that, which is apparently actually pretty good. The accent, I don't know how the movie is. So like he's done this before, but it's very fun. It's still very funny because you expect it to be very English. It's like the opposite of like people like Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman always plays like Americans. He's very English. It's an interesting time. But yeah, I did that because I'm making my Firebrands hack, and I was like, I should watch this movie because it's good source material. And it is. It's called
I definitely agree.
I need to mechanize flashbacks in that game is what needs to happen, because flashbacks are so important in murder mysteries.
When you say mechanize, I just think that you need to make them into like mechs.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it is a Firebrands hack, so that makes sense.
I saw Onward earlier this week, and not as tear invoking as Coco, but it did draw us manly tears. And it has a great twist ending, which made it its own, powerful movie, because you kind of expect what it is. It's a very straightforward plot that they tell you from the beginning. The dad gives them a spell to bring him back from the dead for a day, so they go on a quest to make sure it happens. But it's the stuff that happens, getting there that makes it so good. And There are some hilarious moments in that movie. Chris Pratt and Tom Holland resonate well together.
Mm.
And
I watched most of season 2 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the one with Joe Toro.
nice.
That was about the extent of my consumption of media lately.
I
and I've been playing a lot of RimWorld.
I watched season 3 of Castlevania.
I am almost
It is
finished.
so good.
I haven't
I
seen
got-
it yet. I haven't
I got-
seen it yet.
I got to the part where I was joking about how Alucard's gonna fuck those twins, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I was joking, but this is happening. And then it was like, yep.
Yeah, but we're the only two who have seen it so far.
Yeah, so I was just
No
like,
actual
yep,
spoilers.
yeah.
It is so good, Chill. It is so good. It's amazing. You gotta watch
You
it.
know,
Kelsa.
I still haven't even watched the first season.
You should.
I watched
It's good.
I watched the first episode like 12 times, but every time I fell asleep because I've like only ever tried to watch it whenever I'm sick.
It's so
I'm just like,
good.
oh, you know what would be great? I'm gonna lay on the couch with a nice blanket and watch some Castlevania, and then I'm out. And then I'm out.
Watch all of it. It's all so good. I also tried watching season 2 of Altered Carbon, and I got further than I expected because it's not very good. It's not very good at
I keep
it
hearing
makes
very,
sense. The
very
first season
mixed
was
things
so
about
good.
Altered Carbon.
I enjoyed
Like,
it.
People are
So,
like, this is awesome, and other people are like, this is hot garbage.
I
The
like
first
season-
season is amazing.
I like the first season with an exception. The plot twist, aka the character who comes in at the end, is trash. She is trash, and I will hear nothing else about her. The problem is that they build on her for season 2, and I hate it. I hate it.
I'm not sure who you're
mean,
talking about, see.
I know exactly who you're talking
yeah.
about. And I know, yeah, well.
She's not a good character. She's not. Falconer is great because Falconer is like the entire plot of the like series. But like she is the character I'm talking about is not a character who was in the books, from what I understand. They added her for the show.
Well,
You should
having never
Discord
read
me.
the books, I don't care.
I've never read the books either, but I'm like, I can see why this was not. Who's trash? Somebody in Altered Carbon, Estany. Also, hi, Estany. Welcome, Raiders. Hello.
Hola.
That
Hello,
hasn't
Estany.
voted
Hello,
since we
Raiders.
started. I'm going to say
Hi.
hi, Estany and Raiders. Is it
Hello.
Estany or Estany? I've always said Estany.
I think it has
Wrong.
multiple acceptable pronunciations.
And
I've
so,
always said Estany.
big shout out to
Well, that's not true either.
Big shout out to Estany. They were playing Baldur's Gate, and they also did some more amazing art for my Vampire the Masquerade game. They drew our Ventru yesterday, and she came out hot.
I seen it.
Yeah,
I like the sleeves.
yeah.
Well, the lack of sleeves. They were kind of like dangly bits. I don't know clothing. So dangly bits is what we
I
call
would have
them.
called them sleeves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You had a hard
I'm trying to
time
think of a really good segue into actually starting the game now.
We're
Speaking-
sci-fi. It's
Speaking
sci-fi. It's
speaking
fine.
of speaking of hot people, Face's mom is dying. Go.
I'm saving her. I'm going to save the hot
speaking of people
mom.
dying.
Okay.
Speaking of rich people dying, because that's also
So we'll come in media res as the scene that we left on. So the camera starts on like Flashbulb's face, and as we recall, she was not wearing her sunglasses, but was wearing her, but also not wearing her colored contacts. She was wearing her own face, which was important. And she's got this look of like mad determination on her face. And in one hand, she's dragging a sword. And the other hand, she's dragging a body. And she's like stomping back into the ballroom where the presentation had been taking place. And the camera turns and pans across this room, which is an utter pandemonium. There's 100 people. They are milling around. They are screaming. There's people crushing towards the exits. There are people just randomly fainted. It is utter chaos. what we can see is up on a small raised platform all the way across the room, where there is a projection screen that has like blue screen of death projected on it, in whatever the future modern version of your computer failed to boot properly. And kneeling on this stage is Triage, and she is kneeling over the body of Lysandra Imperium, who we have learned is Face's mother.
I have this really cool like handheld device that kind of looks like Symmetra's gun from Overwatch,
Mhm.
but it's doing laser stitching while like
Yeah.
cauterizing the
super cool.
insides of the
That's
wound.
Awesome. I love it.
Sci-fi.
That is
I
so
love it.
awesome. Yeah, she's bleeding out where she's been like cut with a sword, the same sword that Flashbulb is now carrying. And we can see like just backstage, there's like a wooden partition that looks like it's all part of one wall, but as we get closer up to the stage, we see it's actually a narrow hallway to get behind it to the backstage area. And the camera has like flown across the pandemonium crowd to look over and into there, which is where we see Face. But conspicuously missing throughout all of this, we can't spot her in the crowd. Zero is nowhere to be seen.
Gasp.
Big gasp.
So Face, we focus in on you. You're facing out towards your mother. You see her laying there on the ground. The lights have just come back on. It's been, I don't know, 5-10 seconds. Enough time for Triage to have jumped up on the stage and started stitching.
Mhm.
And your rival, I wrote his name like 5 times today and I still can't remember it.
Jay
Zal, thank you. And your rival Jay Zal is standing there. He no longer has his serpent staff, as Athena, the owl, has flown off with it. Unfortunately, when the lights went off, you heard a loud crashing sound. So it's very possible that she crashed in the dark. So what do you do, Face?
Okay. So first things first, Jay Zal is not getting away. I've had a grudge against this guy forever now. But I'm also worried about my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab him by like the scruff of his robes and drag him out of the middle of the stage. And I'm going to go over to Triage and I'm going to be like, Triage, how's my mother looking?
I think I can get her stable. It's a grievous wound though. And should I roll, or did we already roll? I think we already rolled.
I just was looking through the
because I did an
history.
Resist, I think, for it.
And yeah, I think that's what that was for.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it cost you 0 stress to just do it, because then immediately after that was everything that Flashbulb was doing.
Yeah, so I just respond with like a very serious, like, it's a grievous wound, but it looks like I'll be able to get her stable. You worry about what you got to worry about. I got this.
Thanks, Triage. I get on the comm. Zero, are you there?
Where did we leave off for Zero?
So when we last saw Zero, she was still in the crowd near Triage, but that was before the lights went out. You can be literally anywhere you want to be.
Sweet.
And if that means, you know, getting trampled by the crowd, that's fine too. Get some XP.
No, I did have an image of where she would have been as soon as like the chaos and panic began. She would have been over at like the snack bar, and she's probably stuffing her like purse and dress pockets with the food.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah, because
Fantastic.
we all know she's a gremlin, so
Triage is up there like fixing my mom, like, get me cake.
yeah, like completely misread the situation. Thought we were gonna win this one. Nothing bad was gonna happen. So she had migrated over to the food stand and was raiding the food table. And then the lights went out and your mom was dying. And she's like, "Oh shit!" And she just starts stuffing faster because that's probably the sign that it's time to go.
Right.
Triage was earlier asking for pie, so you have to get her.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry, it was pie, not cake.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, but at the moment, I think things are a little bit too severe for me to be wanting pie.
It's a saved your mom pie for later.
That will be your extra reward.
So 2 things. One, Face, I think you need to make a roll to grab this guy and drag him. Like, I don't think he's just going to come with you at this point, right?
He's not like super friendly.
No. Turns out no.
So are we going risky still? I think we ended risky.
Yeah, I think it's still risky. I think that it's I think it's a situation where the tables have turned a little bit. So basically he no longer has the upper hand, but you're not in control yet.
Okay.
Because if you were, then you could just drag him. But right now you're not. So
I mean, it makes sense with everything that's going down right now that I would be a little bit more flustered. So I am with that.
Okay,
Hey,
so
survive.
all right, so you do it, but a complication occurs. So, oh gosh, sorry, my computer had to restart, so all of my PDFs that are always open are closed.
Oh, not all of your PDFs that are always
so
open.
many PDFs that are always open. It's probably not healthy.
Damn this lack of PDFs.
Okay, here we go. So I think what happens here is that you manage to like cuff him, so he'll come with you or what have you. But he manages to like press a button on his wrist, and is basically sounding a silent alarm. And guards are going to be there to back him up momentarily.
Oh, that's fine. I will take them over like immediately. So yeah, I clear everything. So he's out there in the middle of the stage with me. I will,
and like the hall is starting to like be cleared out. Like people are leaving. I don't think that enough time has passed that sirens have started in the distance, but that is moments away.
Okay.
Ooh.
I see flashbulb coming through, right?
Yes. Yes. Like she's clearing a path through the crowd. People are looking at her and scrambling out of the way. She is clearly, I mean, this sword is covered in your mother's blood. That she is dragging. Like at no point did she or the assassin stop to clean it. And so I think probably like around this point, by the time you manage to get him into the middle of the stage, Flashbulb has made it almost to the stage.
So I'll yell out to Flashbulb, Flashbulb, come up here. We're going to restrain them both behind the stage just so that nobody can see us directly without us knowing. I don't want to be standing out here in the middle of nowhere and get shot at or something. God only knows at this point.
Yeah, she walks up dragging what's his face. I really should remember the brother's name too. We did a job
Valis?
against him.
Yeah, you did. Valis. Yeah, it is Valis.
Yeah, Valis. Okay. Yeah, dragging Valis with having a sword just nods and just like drops Valis next to Discount Jafar.
His name is Valis. He's kind of a dick.
Discount
It's
Jafar.
why it rhymes with
Discount.
Valis.
Yeah.
Triage, can we move my mother at all to get her out of the middle of the stage?
I think at the moment things need to set. Like I reattached arteries that need to like heal in a way that we kind of need to leave her there, I think.
Okay.
But
so what,
as soon as possible I can get her into a safer place.
okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build some cover for them. Like I'm gonna take like I assume there's like a podium there, so like I'll rip the podium out and like put it like I'm gonna pile some chairs and some like podium stuff like in front of them so they have a little bit of cover.
I have an idea. Triage. Your medical equipment includes like scanners and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You know how Flashbulb has this sword that's covered with Face's mom's blood?
Mm-hmm.
Could you scan that?
Oh, you want me to see if I can like scan it, see what the blood type is, and see if we can do a transfusion?
That and do it so that we can put it up on the projector and be like, anybody come in here being like, we have proof that one of these people who's in this rival family stabbed the mother, because we obviously don't have the video footage because the lights went out, but we have the blood, we have the sword, and we have both of them here.
Well, that's my next step. Is I was going to talk to Glitch about all that stuff, but
so I can scan
and
and confirm that it is her blood, I believe, with my equipment. And then I can definitely confirm what the blood type is, but I don't know if I'd be the one convincing, hey, this was them, the rival.
Well,
family.
no,
I'll take care of that.
We just needed to like confirm like this is her blood, and then Face can take over on this and be like, they stabbed my mother.
Do you need me to roll for this, Kelsa? Because I'd be more than happy to scan the sword of the bloods.
Put a pin in that. If at some point the veracity of your scan comes up, we will make a roll on it. But right now, you've done it, and it doesn't currently matter how good a job you did.
That makes sense.
So that being the case, then I would definitely reach out to Zero, who has just returned, so that's helpful. So
yeah,
Zero,
sorry, nose was leaking.
No, it's okay. I understand. Zero, would you be able to get us back up and running here?
She's busy stuffing like some crab cakes in her mouth. Can do.
Yeah, help us out.
So what is your plan here? Valis is unconscious, but who knows for how long. Jazal is not, and you need to do something with him. He
won't go quietly.
You physically like constrained him, but actually I think unless there's something very decisive that you do immediately, the next thing that happens is the guards that he signaled for show up, like 6 guys with guns.
I have a way of restraining him.
So here's exactly what I'm going to do. I am going to invade his mind with the way and make him tell the truth about what happened.
Damn.
I was just going to restrain him with a grappling hook. Just wrap the grappling hook.
My way is way more fun.
Around him, but yeah, do that. That sounds way cooler.
Because he likes to control people's minds and shit, so this should be fun.
Taste of your own medicine.
I don't think that you have the ability to do that.
Yeah, that's a mystic ability.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a specific ability that you have to have?
Yeah. Because Attune itself just like allows you to communicate and like sense like danger and like safely handle precursor stuff. It's not like, I I can read your mind, unless you have that ability. Then you can evade
Okay.
people's minds.
You have the potential to be able to learn how to do that, but you
Yeah.
don't know how to do it yet.
You should have brought your Vox crystal, damn it.
The Vox
Vox
crystal
crystal.
by itself would not grant you that ability either.
Yeah.
I will follow the triage way of doing everything and just shove the crystal up his ass.
Hey,
Then we'll use
that was
it.
one time.
Oh, wait, hold on. You know what we could do? Do you have any drugs that can induce him to tell the truth?
Yeah, triage. Do you have any drugs that can induce him to tell the truth?
I still have science proof in my inventory.
Jay-Zal, if you tell the truth, I'll give you this lolly.
So I would think that truth serum's kind of flawed in the way that it's just like it opens them up into being more,
Susceptible.
yeah, I wouldn't say susceptible, but they're more forward with conversing. It doesn't necessarily make them tell the truth. It just makes them more
I
conversational.
feel like it would be like a +1 to a die roll or something like that.
Yeah,
as opposed to,
I feel like maybe, yes, I do have syringes and applicators and illicit drugs in my inventory. So if you want, it could be me helping, and I'll take the 2
yeah.
for rest.
So I'll
Yeah,
take the
that makes
test,
perfect sense.
and say, triage, can you help me out here?
And I slip you the drugs.
All right. So we give him the drugs, and then I will try to convince him to tell the truth.
All right, you have one question before 6 guys with guns show up.
So I actually have an ability. Oh, damn. We're all out of gambits, right?
We might be. Let me check. Yeah, we're all out of gambits.
I need to be using a gambit.
We're fresh out of gambits. Oh, you have. Oh,
I have an ability that if I use a gambit with it.
I might.
I mean,
have...
maybe just make a risky roll and roll a 6, and there you go.
Yeah. If there are 6 guys, do we know where these guards are coming from?
No, none of you know this is happening.
Okay, that's fair.
This is me telegraphing the consequences of that.
Excellent.
4 or 5. This is off screen. We cut away to a room where a little alarm buzzed, and we see 6 pairs of boots tromping down the hallway before we cut back to you guys, right?
I've been getting the clones around here to help me out, and they don't need to help me out right now, but I think I have an idea since we've been smashing things.
Okay.
Clone Squad breaking stuff.
Well, we gotta since everybody's running out of the room, it's gonna be pretty obvious if anybody's running into the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what's gonna happen, this is gonna be an interesting one. Being the vicious person that I am, it's as I was actually entering the room, if anybody follows me through that door that I came in, there's actually some explosives there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that I mean, I feel like that flashback would have to cost you stress.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because otherwise, there just isn't time for it to have happened.
Oh, no, not at all. Definitely. This is I thought about this now, and I'm like, wait, we have consequences coming. How about we prevent those consequences a little bit? Yeah.
Explosions.
How much stress do you think that would require?
Yes.
3 stress for it to be the door that the security guards are coming through.
I will take it. I'll take it. Also mark off detonator. All right. Yeah. Because I have enough time because I give the sword, gave the sword for triage, and I'm like, I don't have anything else to do. I'm gonna go do this. Like, I have the time to do it, and I can run fast because I'm a quick person. What I do.
Speedy McSpeedster. Yep.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
fucking dash.
Cool. So, Face, you have one question before explosives go off in the hallway. And 3 guys with guns come in.
Excellent. Hey, one
Um,
stress per person. I like it.
Okay, so I turn to him and I pick him up by the fabric around his neck on both sides with my fists. And I just say, like, why did you betray my family? Like, what have you done?
Okay. It sounds like a command, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And when he starts to answer will be when I fire up the projector again.
That will be a 6.
Nobody's there in the room to watch, but yeah.
That's okay. It'll still be up and recording. And all
Hey,
that.
you know what that means? That means we get a gambit.
It does.
Yeah.
Die.
You did it.
Okay. I have 2 questions for you, Rhys. One, do you have an idea as to why he betrayed your family? And 2, do you think that would be the reason that he would tell you, regardless of the truth?
So I don't think so this guy is a liar on top of a liar on top of a liar. So under his own volition, without these drugs, I don't think he would tell me the truth.
But maybe he'll be more, because of the drugs, he'll be like goading you, kind of like the Bond villain
Right.
speech kind of way.
Right.
Exposing his evil plan because he's
This
so impressed with himself.
This is the villain monologue. Of course
Mhm.
it is.
So other than that, no, he would not do it. But like in this instance, he might do it as like a, oh shit, I may get shot here, so let me just be like, fuck you. If you know what
But
I
I mean, like, in the case of the villain monologue, he might be telling you the truth in order to try to manipulate you even further.
Mhm.
Or he might be telling a lie in order to manipulate you, obviously. But sometimes the truth is going to be a deeper manipulation. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's what I'm trying to ask is, and also telling you what your character would expect to hear, whether it was true or false, could also be another layer of deception. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So as far as Face is concerned, he just thinks that Jay Zal has always kind of had it out for him because he was too difficult to control. And I had sway over my mother and father. I think the truth, especially with everything that happened with Fallon's family now, is much more the fact that he's been kind of working for them to kind of position them as the more dominant power in our system, and kind of jockeying for position off of that. So more like once they come to power, they will make him a noble in his own right instead of being an advisor to the family.
Okay.
That's how I've kind of seen it.
Great. No, that's awesome. But yeah, how do you see his villain monologue going? He tells you with a 6, he tells you what you want to hear. And you can take that by any meaning you like.
Okay, so I think what he would probably do is try to twist it so that he's telling the truth just enough so that I'll believe him, but at the same time, throw a little bit of a lie in there. Now, my question is, because I have player and I always know when somebody's lying, would I know a section of a lie, if you know what I mean? So, like, my theory is that he would say something to the effect of, you know, I was doing all these bad things, but I was kind of doing it for the good of your family.
So if it's a lie through omission, if he says it in such a way that it implies that he meant it was good for your family instead of whomever he was doing it for, and he just never specifies, then you would have no idea.
Okay.
If he lies explicitly and says he was doing it for your family when he had when it was actually negatively affecting your family and positively affecting his true employers, then you would definitely know.
Okay, so I think the way he would word things then is he was doing everything to try to secure more power in a bid to keep peace in the core systems and make my people more prosperous, and by extension kind of leave out the fact that, like, you know, he's working against my family as like the omission portion of it. If that makes sense. Like, so he would definitely play up the fact that, like, he feels that he's doing the right thing, and he's doing all these things so that he can have power, so that he can fix everything, and you know, it'll be better for the people if he's in power and all this stuff, but just not mentioning the stuff with my family, like kind of not bringing it up, because if he kind of touches on that and says like, well, I did it for the good of your family or something, that's obviously a lie. So just kind of like leaving that out.
Gotcha. Perfect. Yeah. So he tells the truth to his best of his abilities while leaving out some very important details, but you don't know that. I mean, Face might notice the omission and press on it, but yeah,
we don't have time.
It doesn't trip on your thing.
Right,
you don't have time. So yeah. So he goes off in his little villain monologue, and it's exactly long enough, and then like he's looking over your shoulder as he can, like, he knows that the people are arriving, and he gets this smirk on his face that is instantly squashed as we hear the explosion from the other room, as some of the guards are injured or killed in an explosion. Who's to say? They're taken out of the fight. That's what's important.
So not knowing this is coming, so did we see her set all this up, or like did we just have no idea?
I wasn't being like sly about it. I just didn't say anything.
Right, no, I just wanted to know, like, if we saw you like set up explosives like on the door.
All we hear is "Viva la Revolution."
Yeah, exactly.
Leave.
I basically just want to know if I should act surprised about this, or like if I didn't see you set them up. You know,
I think uprising has begun.
I think you can tell, like while he's doing his monologue, Flashbulb is just looking at the door that these guards are about to come through. It's just like kind of has her arms crossed, like tapping her foot, just like any minute now. Come on.
so like I like to think that Face would have no idea that it's a good thing, but he would play into it as if it is. He'd be like, that explosion, my friends are
exactly
doing,
so that's
doing the work. Blah, blah, blah.
That's what I was gonna lead into. So like I kind of like laugh and like put my face closer to his, and I'm like, there goes your reinforcements.
As you say that's when the three guys that are still left, like their uniforms still smoking and like smoldering a little bit, but they're holding semi-automatic rifles, burst into the room.
Yeah, that's when they're gonna get shot.
I'm sure they are. Let's see that.
So before anybody else gets shot, are these uniformed officers of my family or no? Are they like his specific like guards? Jay Zaltok, I'm referring to.
Mm,
Made it seem like they were loyal to him.
they're definitely loyal to him, but they might also still be guards under
Your house.
your house.
On the
Right,
only-
so-
Let's roll a die. Let's roll a d6.
Die of fate.
I want the
Let's
fate
do
to
it.
answer this. So, is it good for you or bad for you for them to be of your house?
So if they are of my house, then I want to stop them from getting shot and getting shot at.
So is
If-
it good for
So
you or
even if they're
bad for
bad
you?
guys, you want
I
them
think
to
it sounds like
stay.
it's bad.
Yeah.
So
it's-
yes,
It sounds like a complication.
in
for
my
part of
opinion,
this.
it would be bad for me if they were of our house. Because if they're
Okay.
not of my house,
They're
then
not
we
of
can-
your house.
okay, good. Then I don't have to worry about it when Flashbulb blows the wall.
Yes.
I actually there are two ways I can do this. I pull a blaster pistol out. Flashbulb's two ideas, and I gotta figure out which one I'm gonna do right now. One is just shoot them. Two is to just be like, just point the gun, like, just be like, oh yeah, the person you're probably working for is right here. I will shoot them if you try shooting at us.
I feel like this is a situation that Face would have prepared for.
Yeah.
Like if we want to do a flashback to Face being like, all right, when everything goes sideways, because you fucking know it will, this is what I want you to do if we've got, if we're in where I have him under my control,
Yeah.
and some guards bust
Sideways.
in.
For the
Face,
for
do you
the
want-
packet loss?
Do you want this to be a hostage situation, or do you just want me to shoot?
Oh yeah,
them?
you definitely take it to a hostage situation.
Okay.
Because if we can get my family in here, we can kind of explain the situation.
Mhm.
But his guards are not just gonna let us go.
Yeah, then what's gonna happen here is Flashbulb's gonna draw a blaster pistol, point it at Discount Jafar. Y'all, I can't remember.
Jazal.
Jazal,
Jazal.
thank you. I was like, it starts with a J.
Just Jay-Z. Just it's fine.
Point at Jazal and just be like, you don't want to get any closer now. Otherwise, your employer here is gonna get shot multiple times. Trust me, I will do it.
I
Is there
don't
any
think
way that I could
you
get the,
actually
like-
get a chance to say any of that.
Okay, good. They start shooting at me.
They're just going to start shooting at you guys.
Okay.
So
Then,
anyways,
yeah.
he
Now-
started blasting.
Yeah.
Face, if you would like to speak up and spend a gambit to try to calm this down, you definitely can. Otherwise, y'all's getting shot.
That's fine. I'll
So,
shoot.
so we're going all in on this one. So I will spend my gambit. I will use my disarming, and I will say, I am Zane Imperia, heir to this household. Drop your weapons now and be arrested.
And
Okay.
be arrested.
That's a command if I've ever heard one.
Yes. You were ordering them.
Flashbulb, would you like to spend a stress to have your weapon trained on their boss or whoever you
Yes.
believe it's most threatening?
Their boss. Because if this doesn't work, I will just shoot him. Regardless of what happens.
Face is gonna break up with you too.
I'm getting XP from this.
Fair enough. All right.
There's the 6.
Hey, another
Okay.
6. Oh,
Yeah.
Let's get that gambit out of the way.
Yeah, so they kind of like slide to a stop and they put their guns up and are like glance over their shoulders at what's left of their friends in the hallway and are gonna submit to being arrested.
Perfect.
That was easy.
Wow.
I mean just roll well, it's fine.
Well, I mean, not only that, it's also 5 against 3. like their odds here are not great, right? So it's not just like that gave them the chance to like sit there and look at the situation until instead of coming in guns blazing.
Mm-hmm.
So they were probably like, this is not gonna go well. So it kind of makes sense that they would wait for the proper because I'm literally saying like let's wait for the proper authorities and let's just not throw down and have a gunfight. So that works out better for them if the authorities get there and we don't have to shoot them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think, you know, they're not of your household, but they instantly recognize you when you say your name.
Okay.
So that's why it works with no complications. They're like, oh shit, this really is him.
Oh shit.
No shit. So yeah, you've got you've got a little bit more time. What do you want from Jezal before the cops arrive?
Let's see.
So can I petition for something? Maybe Face's mom regains consciousness momentarily and dramatically reveals who cut her and their relationship to Jezal, implicating him severely, maybe?
I don't think she knows that information.
Yeah, the only people who know that are us because Flashbulb caught the assassin.
Right.
I was just saying because she was, even though the lights went out, she was right there face to face, and she could have been like, Squire to Jezal or something like that. Brother.
No, they're like she is not aware of any relationship between them.
Husband, how
I
could
was
you?
just petitioning for it.
Brother.
So I rolled a 1d6 to try to see if I would pick up on the way he omitted, and I got a 3, so I'm going to say no, I didn't.
Okay.
So basically what I'm going to roll with is in the next few minutes, I'm going to sit there and lay out to Jezal his options, none of which he's going to enjoy. I kind of like whisper in his ear, I'm like, you have a few different options here. 1, you leave in a body bag. 2, when the authorities show up, you cop 100% to all the things that you've done, up to and including framing me. And I turn over your information to the authorities and you will be arrested. Or 3, if you don't end up copping to anything and I can smuggle you out of here, I will do things to you that you will wish you were dead. So those are your 3 options, is basically what I... So I want to roll a command, basically, to have him talk to the authorities when they get here.
Okay. I think you're at limited effect to start off. And I think you're in a controlled position. You would need to do, if you'd like to trade position for effect, you would need to do something that would turn the tides a little bit, give him a chance to think that he could wiggle out of this and maybe let slip too much, or give him something that might come back on you.
So here's going to be my position for effect. Because I was because I'm so heated and emotional about the situation, instead of whispering it into his ear, I say it out loud with force into his face, so that the guards hear. so that they know that I'm not exactly well-intentioned to necessarily just have him be arrested here. So, that
So
would make it a risky situation for us.
including your threat of I will drag you out of here and
Right.
you will wish you were dead.
Right.
Like, I'm picturing Face just like practically yelling that in their face, and the
Right.
guards like sharing this look between each other, like
Mm.
yeah. They share this look from between each other, and like Flashbulb and Triage have just finished collecting their guns.
Yeah. Have fun with that, guards.
That's all you.
Yeah, that sounds great. Fuck up, and those guards may just decide to try to take you out anyway, and or your dear friend Jazal is going to make a break for it.
Can I get a +1 because he's still under the effect of the drugs?
Isn't that
Triage
what
would
I-
need to spend
I-
another stress mechanically to do that, but yes.
Okay, so I will, let me see. Wait, just one stress?
Yes.
Oh,
Was
because I
your-
paid 2 already. I thought it was 2 stress because it's been a
It's
while.
2 stress when you push yourself, but 1 stress when you help somebody
When
else.
you help.
Okay, then I have already paid for this.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Stress.
Hey.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, he agrees. He looks I don't want to say smug, but definitely not as intimidated as you might expect. And you can like he's like, yes, I'll do all of this, no problem. Like, almost like he has some kind of backup plan that involves him being arrested.
So I get in real close, and I want to pull out my way saber. And I want to activate it like right between his legs. And I say, "Oh, don't you worry. I'm going to take you with us. We're not going to just let you leave here with them. I'm also going to make sure that your ass gets 100% your due. Believe me. I have at least as many contacts as you. Besides, if the law doesn't work out, well, I've been in a lot of shady situations and places these days. I can just take care of things myself." And I kind of like move the saber up a little bit higher until I'm sure he's like very uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely uncomfortable. Is there any particular outcome that you were looking for with this threat, or were you just
I
rubbing
want
it
him to
in?
be shaken so that whatever contingency that he does have, he's more likely to fuck something up when he's doing it. Just generally kind of like be off his game because he's nervous.
Okay.
Put him on the back foot, kind of.
Okay. I'm just writing this down real quick.
No problem.
And then he'd.
All right. Fantastic. Now, one question I have for you all is, y'all know you still have a wanted level in Rin where you are right now.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's only 1.
Are y'all going to stick around and talk to the cops?
Flashbulb's not.
Probably a good idea.
You know what I was going to say? Flashbulb's going to give those rifles that we took from those guards to caution tape.
It just comes out blasting like every arm has a gun.
Yeah. No, give
So-
him the caution tape.
Here's kind of how Face saw this going. Since we have all the information and we couldn't put it up during the meeting, I'm hoping that Zero will be able to hack like the emergency broadcast system, and we'll be able to play that information while we're leaving. Also, we kind of trail the caravan to make sure that he does end up in custody. I want to make sure that my mom is 100% safe before I leave too.
So, if you want this to be on an even wider basis, want this to be on the actual news.
Yeah, I was gonna
we have-
up it and broadcast
as
it
wide as we
everywhere.
can get it. As
We have
wide as
we
can
have
get it.
we have the number for the press manager of HNN.
We
I have
do.
this phone number.
Yeah,
We do.
we were gonna make this galactic news.
Yeah, it's time to make it galactic news.
we're bringing this guy down. No place is safe.
So I Flashbulb I imagine has sent you the number because it was on Joss's phone originally, but now
Right.
Mhm.
Flashbulb's just like it sends you and Zero the number being like, so how public do you want to make this?
His face gets the message, and like he gets like the Grinch smile, where he's like, "Oh,
And,
oh."
and it's sent, and she's already put it out.
Excellent.
Um,
Yeah,
Yeah. OOXOO.
yeah.
so how are you sending this out? Like what does that look like?
Uncompressed video file.
Yeah, it is just an encrypted video file sent to this guy, and it's like play this important corruption scandal, big hit, run it now. And then there's probably like an attached blackmail picture of him doing something incriminating where it's like, or else. Probably not that last part.
When did you get some blackmail this guy? You didn't even.
I mean,
know
depending on
who
how
he
much
was.
stress we have, we do have a contact that knows everything about everything.
we lifted
just
this
don't
information
tell
off
their
of
sister.
we lifted this information off Choss's phone. I'm sure he has incriminating pictures of this person.
No, we just make it seem, and we'll make it look like that it's coming from Choss's phone. Have the number, have XOXO Choss.
Yeah.
XOXO.
Yeah,
That's how
Love
Shaw
it.
signs their text messages.
we were going in the same direction. It's like we know what's really happening.
I mean,
here.
I was going with the getting in touch with Vorax, but yeah, we could do that.
Oh, we
too.
could do Vorax. Yeah, that works
It's
too.
up to you guys.
Yeah,
if you
but
really
but
want dirt on this guy,
considering
like,
how
Vorax
quickly
sure
they
has it.
tore down his efforts, though, is he that good? All my college debt was lifted for 15 seconds.
It was a minute. Don't.
Don't shortchange.
Oh,
Yeah, don't
shame.
shortchange
Yeah.
Quirk.
They did retroactively quintuple the debt though for everyone because of it.
I mean, by virtue of the fact that it went from what it was to zero back to what it was. Yes.
No, this was on top of that.
Oh,
Okay. Anyways, Space Mistress, I'm gonna roll to get this broadcast or sent to him with the instructions of like, hot corruption scandal. Run this now.
Do it.
Wait.
Do
Do it. What are we hacking
Are
this?
you
Like,
are you actually hacking it so that it looks like it's being sent from Choss's phone?
Yeah, I probably should.
okay.
Just
I
so
would
they're
help-
just so they're not like, who is this?
I think like
Wait,
the
hold on.
biggest thing that means is that if they respond to this, it's going to go to Choss, not to you.
I mean, that's fine. If they're like, Chelsea baby, why are you sending me this stuff? And they'll be like, sending you what?
I unfortunately don't have the stress to help you because I have 1 stress left.
I have
I
one
have no
stress,
stress
left.
left either.
Yeah, it's fine.
I can help you somehow.
We have a gambit as well. So
No, I will definitely
No,
use the.
that got spent.
no, we got a new
No,
one
we
from
generated another one.
from Face's last roll.
Oh, and you didn't
Yeah.
because you didn't use it on that one. That
Yep.
was oh
Yeah,
Sweet.
that was help from triage.
That's right.
So are
Stop
we-
rolling so well.
what's my position and effect
about
for
no?
this?
I'll still help you though. I
Hmm.
just can't think of like a narrative way that I'm helping.
Well, you remember Chauce, right?
Sure, fondly, great friends.
Great guy.
Okay, so
You just add some embellishment to the
The-
message.
the goal here is to get this message like out on HNN and people talking about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So something has happened which is going to mean that you're going to start off at controlled 0 effect.
Ah, that would do it.
Oh.
You can, however, push yourself or take a more risky position in order to bring that up to limited or further to standard. But out the gate, something that there's no way any of you could have possibly known has recently happened.
I
is going to-
can double bump it up to desperate to change that position or trade that
Would-
effect.
No, you
Okay.
can.
Just up to risky.
Mhm.
Okay.
Would Zero's hacking rig making this possible? Basically, is that what's happening here?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna trade effect. So it'll bring it up from that. This effect becomes standard. You said or limited.
Limited.
Okay.
If you want to push yourself for 2 stress,
Oh
then,
no, I don't have that.
don't you want to take a trauma? Don't you want to trauma yourself out?
We'll
Putting
carry you.
final touches on this?
I mean, yeah, actually, kinda. I kinda do.
We
you
can
too
carry
much
you home,
shrimp.
Zero.
Yeah, it's so much shrimp. That's the trauma. So much shrimp. Yeah, no, I'll take the 2 and trauma out. It's fine.
Stomach pain.
So what does that make it then?
Risky standard.
So it's gonna be risky standard.
All right, let me
Do you want to spend that gambit?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the gambit
Okay.
because my dice would probably fuck me if I didn't. So I'm thinking triage is helping me basically by telling me how Chauce's mannerisms and probably the way that they would talk is because they've actually
I'm
met
just
the
giving
person.
you a back rub, I guess.
Sure, no, that's fine. You're giving me a
Flashbulb
back
can
rub,
tell you
helping me
what
stay
flashbulb-
hydrated. It's fine. No, it's good.
That's help too.
Squirting the Gatorade in your
Yeah,
mouth.
no,
Yeah.
it's good. You got,
Giving you
got
a
the
lollipop.
little sweat dab or forehead dab so that it gets the sweat off. All right. So bonus die from them, bonus die from the gambit. Whoop. A 5.
The 5. Cool.
Okay. That definitely is going to be reduced effect. So basically, this information is going to go out there, but it's not making front page news. And you guys are going to find out why in a minute.
Great.
It's those bad tabloids right next to
Um,
I Married Space Bigfoot.
No, it makes like page 3, and
Oh no.
the important people who would have business dealings with Giselle is they're in the know, right?
Okay.
That's the most important people to find this out. But like people like 3 businesses removed or random other noble houses or people in the periphery, they're maybe not seeing it.
Hmm.
Maybe they are, maybe they're not, but you'll see why like I said in just a second.
I don't think any of us can resist that consequence, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because fictionally, the person to be able to do that would be Zero, but
Aha, nope.
You just traum it out. And even still, I don't think you can because the way this is manifesting makes the most.
it makes
absolute
yeah, it
most
makes sense.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, we get that Flashbulb is out. Flashbulb's not staying here to talk to the cops. She's also got some more clones to be like, hey, you should leave.
Clones out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Her and all her
S-
clone
at-
friends turn
at the
into
very
Megatron and
least-
just walk away.
at the very least, 3 of the clones are gonna peace out with you.
Nice. I'm good with that. I want to. What's everyone else do? Obviously, it sounds like Face is. Face has to stay for this.
I've gone comatose on shrimp.
Oh right.
However, you would like to be out of the action, but
Do you want to be carried out by flashbulb, or do you want triage to carry you out?
Don't leave me with her.
Okay.
Which sounds
Flash-
like yes.
so triage, are you sticking around to keep an eye on Face's mom until paramedics can arrive?
I think I've committed to it. Yeah, I think because has anybody else been like, "Hold, I'm a doctor. I can help with this." Like, has anybody in the crowd come up to help? Because if not, I'm staying. If there's been another person who's like, "I'm proficient in healthcare."
Is there a doctor in the house? I'm a
Yeah,
doctor.
exactly. If somebody has offered to help, then I will leave. If not, I will stay.
No one has offered to help.
Then I am
Like-
staying with my patient.
A lot of people have tried to leave or successfully left. A few people are sticking around to give statements to the cops. Some of them just because they are like drama llamas.
I'm just
And-
going to say
Close.
real quick that this is a really good way to like get good publicity to potentially get my real license back.
Mhm.
Maybe.
But I'm
Yeah.
also wanted, so that doesn't help.
Yeah.
We're only one wanted level. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. But I think this is going to be the end. I think we're going to just get a montage of Face and Triage talking to the authorities, Triage handing over the care of her patient to the EMTs that arrive, and wrapping that up. We don't need to I don't think we need to play out that particular thing. But I am going to roll your entanglement because it would be
Should we do payout and heat first?
I mean, technically, sure. So heat. This is definitely loud and chaotic, but actually it could be wild, devastating exposure.
It
mean-
wasn't that wild. There was only one explosion.
There's only one.
There was only one explosion. There was only one high-ranking noble who was almost assassinated.
That wasn't. We were not responsible for that. Let's be
That
clear.
one-
But at the same rate, I
No,
understand that
but-
there is the situation of shit happening at the same time, and we're caught in the middle regardless.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's gonna actually be 6 heat to start.
Fuck.
High profile or well-connected target.
Yes.
Public use of artifacts. Yes. Killing hegemonic citizens.
Yes. Oh no.
No.
We didn't kill anybody. It's fine.
Maybe you did actually.
This is a
Did
question of
We
the
did, we
guards.
Did they
haven't gotten
die?
caught?
Yeah.
All right, we need to make a
sounds
roll
like
to
a
find if they
roll.
died.
Yeah. Guards roll. Did guards roll? Did any of them actually die?
I'm gonna roll 3d6, and anyone that gets a 1 to 3 is dead.
Okay. Fine.
They all survived.
They all survived.
This explosion
job.
was planned. It was shaped.
It was very well planned. But I think it definitely involved massive property damage.
Oh, no question about that.
Yeah, with the explosion.
So
for
with the
sure.
explosion and also the purposeful demolishing of multiple cars,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
that definitely happened.
Yeah, we still have in part of that montage the please bring his vehicle up, and it's the motorbike or the speeder bike from those junkers on Sanhanja.
All right, so let's see. That's going to be
10 heat,
yeah,
12,
that's
something like that.
gonna
It's a
be-
very high amount of heat.
10 heat.
Oh, minus the heat we have from just passing through. Because we take -1 heat.
Take -1 heat. That is still 9 heat, which is a new wanted level here in Rin.
Yay.
Cool. Good job, everybody.
Yay!
I will say, because Fallon is in on the whole thing, I'm like, yo, Fallon, should probably get us a lawyer.
Yo.
I feel like that happened before
Yeah,
this
we probably set all that up.
before this happened,
Mhm.
and like the lawyer
Oh, and
shows
by
up
the way,
with
in
the
case
police.
shit goes bad, we're gonna need a law guy.
Yeah.
Face, you could pretend to be the lawyer again, like episode 1.
I object, Your Honor.
I'm not.
I'm a
Objection.
policeman.
I mean, that's such an obvious flashback. I'm not even gonna make you take stress for that.
Okay.
That makes way too much sense. Having thought to retain a lawyer, yes. That
Are you
that
saying
follows.
Face isn't his own lawyer?
I pretend to be my own lawyer, but I'm not actually my own lawyer.
all right. So now we need to roll on the entanglements here.
Yeah. What's
1d6.
Let's see what high level entanglement we get, because it's the highest our
Okay.
one level's ever been.
Yep. Okay. For interrogation. Well, that 100% follows the fiction. So, system officers round up one of the PCs and question them about the crew's crimes.
Which one?
I doubt it's
did-
me.
How did they
Take
manage to
your pick.
capture you? I think we know.
It was so much
Yeah, I
shrimp.
think I just didn't do
It was
anything
so
to
much
not get
shrimp.
captured.
This all tracks.
So you can pay them off with 2 cred, or they sweat it out of you, level 2 harm, and +2 heat.
Oh, we're,
But you
I'll
could
pay the
resist
2
both of
cred,
those
unless-
separately.
yeah, we're
Unless
paying the
I'm
credit.
confused and this is actually Zero who.
I mean, honestly, I think it's Rhys. I think
I think
it's
it's face. Yeah.
And I
Oh,
think it's
okay.
Face paying them off with 2 cred, being like, "I'm rich, let me go."
It's fine.
I'm
we
a
do this all the
fucking
time.
Did I
Right?
tell you my mom is dying right now?
Have you heard
My
of
mom
House
is
Imperial?
dying.
Uh,
You have to
I-
let
that-
me go.
That 2 coin is just the retainer for the lawyer.
Oh yeah, that was the lawyer showing
Before.
up. The lawyer's just like, you can't hold him.
Yeah.
No prison can hold him.
Oh. Very, very cool. I was just bought art.
Aw.
Hi, Alex.
Hello.
Here, come here.
Hello,
No,
child.
leave that alone.
There's no camera, so we can't see you, but I can wave.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Tell them say
Yeah.
we didn't do nothing.
Here, I
We
got
didn't
it.
do
Look up.
nothing.
It's not on his ears. I got it.
True, we did
Tell
nothing.
tell
You
them
did
we
nothing.
object, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Objection.
Your Honor.
Open the other one. It's a card.
I wanna know.
All my card says get well soon.
Oh.
Oh.
That's mommy.
That's
Yeah?
a demand.
Who's that? Is that you? Or is that me? Does it got a green shirt?
That's you.
Okay. Thank you.
So I wanna listen.
I love you so much, buddy.
All
I
right.
can listen to hear you.
So,
All right, you gotta
what
give that back to
is
Dada.
All right.
the consequence
Have a good
for
night, Dada.
triage staying?
Hey, but that's not-
Nothing.
Nothing.
Come on.
You
I love you, Dada.
you and Face are standing there, and
Go
the
on.
cops come in
He's being
and are
silly.
like,
Come on.
"Wait a minute, I've seen you before." And that's when Face's lawyer steps in and
Can
is
it-
like,
That was my lawyer on the mic, by the way.
"Yes, exactly."
Dada, I just got one with.
Can it be Glitch's brother?
As one of the officers.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
He's a
He-
gate person.
Yeah, he's
He's-
not system police.
yeah.
Yeah, he's-
Oh, okay.
He's gate security.
I mean,
Ah,
He's space
He's-
TSA.
Yeah.
yeah. There you go. Exactly. He's not a real cop.
Not a real cop.
Oh God, he's just me. Oh no.
Shots fired, Ren. Shots
Police
fired.
customs. Oh no.
Yeah. So, Face, your mom is going to recover. Not quickly, not cheaply, but luckily your family is rich AF.
Thank goodness your family is rich.
I play up
the
the
space
fact that it was
future.
there was no way she would have survived without my help.
That's actually definitely true.
That's
Yeah,
completely.
but I play.
By the
I
way-
play it up.
100% my time in prison is if anybody has seen the 18.
It's jail, not prison.
Well, whatever.
I mean, I don't think you even go in anywhere. I think they're like, let's go back to the precinct to talk, and the lawyer's
They
like,
detain you
you
in the
can
foyer.
talk right here.
We
Right.
can
Okay.
talk right here. Thank you. I'm the lawyer here. You are
I
not.
love it.
So this is an important thing because this is our crew. You know how our crew's about get money?
Mhm.
Yep.
We should get money.
We should get money.
I don't think you got any money from this job.
We didn't get
I don't
any
think this
money.
was a money job.
so-
I think this
no.
was a like
Well,
Revenge job.
So
the
time out.
vengeance.
Time out. We already had this planned.
We did.
Nobody panic. So here's the money portion. Part of the blackmail material and everything that we got from Gizal, we were going to sell to Talk, the robot for
Vorex.
Vorex.
Yes.
Talk the robot.
Yeah. So we're gonna sell that
Friends.
off. I mostly say that because ship upkeep is a thing. So. No zero.
Wasn't just shrimp she was lining her pockets with.
Look,
I now want the cops to catch Zero, just like to turn her over and then like shaking her upside
Yeah.
down, and there's just like silverware falling out. You know.
Silverware, shrimp, it's fine.
yeah, look, that's what Flashbulb will do when we get back to the ship. It'll just be a combination of her and Caution Shape just shaking all the things out of Zero.
But see, she at least had enough foresight to put Ziploc bags in her coat pockets before
Good.
loading up the shrimp.
That's a nerd fuffle trick.
Oh yeah, that's who I got it from. You're welcome. Family goes into debt because of shrimp.
I go into debt for shrimp.
Oh no.
Pretty sure I bought shrimp with a credit card before, which is technically going into debt for shrimp.
That's accurate.
Technically.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys need to do ship upkeep, and then it's downtime time.
Right.
Time,
So our
time,
ship
time, time.
is 2.
It's almost our
Wait, so
downtime
did
time,
we
too.
fail?
so-
Did we not get just
Oh no! So we need.
fucked?
Let's. No. You guys get you do it. You're gonna get 6 cred for the information that you got.
Oh snap! Okay. Everybody get 1 and 2 for the ship because
Yep,
upkeep.
that usually
Yep.
makes the most sense.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Splits well.
Coop.
Boop. Hey, I have 30 stash.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you sell the info to Talk. You're gonna get some cred. Then you hear the news. So the reason why your noble celebrity gossip is on page 3 is because there is hotter, trashier noble celebrity gossip. The look on your face.
Hotter gossip, damn it.
So it has come to light that Lord Malklaith has been using government funds meant to run the sector of Perseon to search for artifacts around the entire system. And there's like a huge paper trail of like his secret exploits. And it's being said that he is being recalled to the core worlds by the hegemon, and that a different lord is going to be sent as governor for this sector.
Dang,
Wow.
today's whole paper just be like, Noble's bad.
That
Yeah.
very much is a more
Noble's gone
a
wild.
hotter story.
Nobles, right.
Yeah.
That's so much hotter. Damn. Welp.
Yeah, it can't get much better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? But I think it's for before we have a chance to react to it. It's break time because that's what that's the
It's
time.
break time.
That's
Oh my
break
gosh,
time.
it is break
Yeah,
time.
it's our
Crap, that
downtime
flew
time.
Super fast.
And then we can do some downtime when we get back.
What?
Exactly.
break time to downtime.
Because
Thank you.
I've got a job lined up,
Woo.
but you'll have to stick around to see what it is.
I'm excited.
Is it bring
I
down
do.
the government with a clone army?
No, it isn't, but it's
Oh.
close.
Okay. Darn.
You're on the right track.
We're on the right track. Okay, well, let's do it. I'm in.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Yep. Stick around, folks. We're going to go on break. We'll be back in 5. Oh, excuse me. That was gross.
No one can see me, but I will let everyone know I has returned.
I am returned as well.
Well, I'm here now that I'm unmuted officially.
As opposed to when you were unmuted unofficially.
Yeah, that's correct.
Such scandal.
Much scandal.
Apparently, Alex Christine were making artwork, so I'm looking at all the art.
I bet it's beautiful.
Looks like he was making lots of presents. He's ready for Christmas next year already.
Uh-huh.
Alex
So
is like,
far
I like
away.
getting stuff. Can I have stuff? It's the stuff I like.
The stuff.
Aw, and he made a cute rainbow.
Nice. So we're all back. We're all back.
Kelsa, I can't tell. Is your hair like dark purple or a natural color now?
It's a natural color with pink at the very tips.
Ah,
Then I think we are all back.
We have returned.
We are back.
my hair was like super yellow for a day, and then I got like a single droplet of water on it, and now it's just like kind of yellow.
Yellow is the worst color.
I think it looks so cool, but it's like I have to re-dye it every damn day if I want it to stay.
Oof.
I did rainbow hair, like 6 colors. It was amazing. I loved it. Yellow was the first to go.
So we have downtime for our characters.
Dun-dun.
Yeah, you do.
I think.
Oh,
I think
wait, hold on. We got to address my trauma.
Oh yeah, your trauma. That's a thing.
Yeah. So, what would you like your trauma to be, Zero?
It needs to be shrimp appropriate, so let's see.
Are you obsessed with shrimp, perhaps?
Mercury poisoning or high cholesterol. You go into cardiac arrest.
Are you?
Zero is haunted by shrimp.
Yeah, I was looking at Haunted.
Haunted by shrimp? I mean, you're haunted by
You get food
what's his
poisoning.
name?
That's-
Sven or whatever.
He stole the last shrimp.
Yeah, stole the last damn shrimp. Or just him in general.
Save
you know.
the last shrimp.
What is his actual name?
The
I didn't
sequel
remember.
to
I don't
Save
remember
the
his
Last
actual.
Dance.
It was Sven.
It was Sven. Okay.
Yeah. It was Sven,
Yeah,
and
it was Sven.
he looked like a really hot young Reinhardt.
Yeah.
The quote I have is absolute unit of a man from
Yep.
Space Norway.
Yeah, absolute unit of a man from Space Norway, and we determined that
Best
meant
way to describe someone ever.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and we
Love that.
determined that he had Reinhardt hair, and he
Yep.
had runic tattoos on him, and yeah, he was an absolute unit of a man.
His hair was amazing.
Remember the poster. Vicious. She will kill anyone who gets between her and the shrimp. I think it might be haunted. Like, she is just traumatized by the amount of food poisoning she got.
Okay.
Well, that's what you get for eating shrimp at a pie and roulette party.
Basically. who has the shrimp cocktail at a pie eating contest?
Yeah, right. See, that's the thing. There was a shrimp cocktail pie, but you ate just the shrimp cocktail.
Oh,
That was the problem.
You're gonna make me throw up.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, that's what it is, because whenever you have those pie competitions, you always have that one person who makes some weird, gross pie, and that was the one she was eating the whole time.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, this isn't bad at all. I don't know why nobody wants to try it." And the person's like,
Have you sworn off shellfish? Is that what?
Yeah, she is
Okay.
just traumatized by shellfish. So, like,
That's
the
fair.
next mission where we go to a planet of sentient shellfish, she's just staying on the ship.
Don't go back to Mem because that's an ocean planet.
Yep, she's not going near that ocean planet.
By the way, knowing the Phase Zero relationship, Phase is totally going to be like, come on, Zero, take one for the team. Don't be shellfish.
Oh.
Oh.
And she's like, no, dad jokes. Oh.
Yeah. So you're on the ship being haunted by shellfish.
Like one does.
I'd like to indulge Flash's new vice.
Ooh.
Yeah, because we got rid of her harm, so she could take her new vice.
I am
So
curious.
before
What is this
that,
now?
I was gonna suggest maybe we do home cooking.
I mean, you could do that too. Yeah, no.
'Cause-
If you want to
'cause I'll cook
spend,
for everybody.
if you want to
because
spend the
everybody
cred,
else
if you want to spend the cred to do it, totally.
can help. Yep, I will spend the credit to do it.
All right.
Okay.
What
So
are you?
let me,
What are you cooking?
I don't know. I gotta find out. Give me a second.
I gotta think of it. Just hold on.
And does it have shellfish?
Of course it does.
It's paella.
to be
All shrimp and
no.
clams.
to be fair, Zero's not going to be participating in it because Zero has no stress.
I have no
It's
stress.
for the dema.
That is true.
It's all the
Zero's
ceviche.
probably just sleeping.
He just makes ceviche, and she's like, "Oh God, it's not cooked properly." They're like, "No, you cook it with the lime juice. It's fine."
You don't cook ceviche.
Well, you cook it
You
with
make
the
it.
lime juice. Yeah,
You
It's-
concoct it.
it's cooked, quote unquote, with lime juice.
Look, it's cooked. You do it in a kitchen.
Well, the acidity cooks it. That's it. That's
Yeah,
what makes it
exactly.
safe to eat.
Yeah. How are we
So-
gonna make everybody hungry? That's the question.
You need to do it. Appetize us.
Is it
But
just
not
gonna
me.
be a whole lot of fried chicken?
Hey, that's an option.
Oh my
Fried
god!
chicken's
Cheese and
totally
chicken
an
noodle
option.
soup.
I
chick-
had that.
Fried chicken is so messy. to
It's
make.
so good.
It's so
Are
good,
you
but
telling
it's
me
so
you don't
messy.
eat fried chicken because it's messy?
No, it's I don't make fried chicken a lot because it's messy. Is
I
the-
was about to have opinions.
no.
Opinions
I was
of
talking
you,
about I was
Saintguard.
talking about making fried chicken. I love fried chicken, but making it is super messy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Making anything breaded is super messy. So
Yeah, especially if it's also fried.
oh
Because
my
I've done some
God.
breaded stuff and it's not too bad, but it's like
Nerd
the thing
Fuffle
you
just
find-
shared a tweet of the perfect lab coat.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to share this.
Please do.
Yeah, let's see it.
I'm going to share it in here first. I'm gonna drop it in the Packet Wash channel.
Yes, that is the perfect lab coat.
That's amazing.
Right? It's such a good lab coat.
I'm pretty sure that Triage owns that lab coat.
Dig it.
Oh
And
my
if
god,
she doesn't,
I love
then
it.
she does after this downtime.
So Face is going to
Exactly.
make whole roast barbecue chicken.
Oh, that sounds good.
Beer can chicken.
Keep it-
Monkfish with caviar and
Ooh,
sauteed
monkfish
grapes.
sounds so good.
Keep in mind that the chickens in space now are like 10 feet tall, so it's a lot of chicken.
I mean, we made a chocobo. It's fine.
Yeah. Delicious, delicious fried chocobo.
So
So
we
there
got
you go. That's what we had.
whole chicken and monkfish with caviar. Really shelling out for this.
And crepes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
I went
Ooh,
super
and
fancy, man.
crepes.
'cause
Oh
we-
wow, what a combination!
Well, I've
Love
had
it.
like monkfish on crepe before.
right.
There we go. All right.
I actually literally looked up like most expensive restaurants and picked like one of the most expensive menu items. Because this is Face, so.
I'm gonna let's indulge our vices.
Monkfish has the texture of pork belly, but the deliciousness of lobster.
A
It's
6.
amazing. Oh, I need to
Big Cat 6, yo.
indulge me vice at the buttons. All right.
It's freaking delicious. Oh my! Oh, you overindulged. Oh no!
Oh, no.
2, 4,
That's not a good
We're
thing.
gonna pick some fights.
Hey.
Let's do it. And she ate all the goddamn shrimp. I didn't get any of the pie.
So we all reduce our stress and then take one stress. That's fine. I was gonna indulge my vice anyway, so
I'm just gonna be bitchy about how I didn't get enough recognition for saving Face's mom's life, and that's what starts the fight because I'm totally like everybody's like, "No, you did a great job," and I'm like, "No, but you don't understand."
yeah. I think at
Did a
some
great
point,
job. I saved your mom.
I think at some point Flashbulb's just like, you know what? Nobody really cares in the end. We were there for a job, and that was just secondary.
And then Triage punches Flashbulb right on the face.
Yeah, exactly. Right in the face. That's the plan.
So wait, Triage hits me?
No. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. She goes to punch Flashbulb, but Flashbulb
And hits face. I can see that.
This is the real fight that we
Oh
had.
my god.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
And Zero filmed all of it.
Beautiful.
And she
Thanks.
just posted online with the caption like, "Okay, boomers," you know. I can totally see that.
Okey-dokey, boomer.
All right, so Flashbulb, did you want to indulge your vice a second time?
I did
Your
want to
new
indulge
vice?
my new vice a second time. My new vice, for people who don't know, because I've never done it, is obligation. I've changed from faith to obligation because I don't need to take drugs to see all of my clones. I could just go and actually see them.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, yeah, my obligation is the Independent Parliament / the Clone Liberation Movement. So those clones that are recruited from the estate, they're going to be at said meeting place that I was talking about last time.
All right, yeah. What does that meeting place look like?
This is the one on Warren, because I imagine there are different ones for, the different planets / systems.
Mhm.
The one on Warren is, let's see. God, I can't. I'm gonna go very on the nose with this. It's probably basically a union hall, because there are unions in this sector.
Mhm.
One of the factions is, if I remember correctly. So it's basically a out of use union hall, refurbished.
Teamsters 207.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Though I think the old one, it's been hologrammed over, but it was originally God, what union would it have been that's been replaced? It was probably a dock workers union, space dock workers union.
Chocobo Wrangler Union.
Chocobo Wrangler union. That was part of it. Yeah, of course. That's the office.
Yeah.
With the Chocobo Wranglers. Yeah. But yeah, it's on a second floor. This isn't Blade's Nerdfuffle. This isn't it's not.
Child labor union. I mean, hey, we found out how evil some of these families are.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the hegemony is as much as they are, an empire equivalent are yeah, it's child labor. We're gonna do that again.
But what if? Hear me out here. It's Xeno child labor.
Oh, well, that's fine.
That's fine. This is true. You made a good point.
As long as no
fine.
human lives are inconvenienced.
Ugh.
What if it's Urbot child labor?
Oh.
I don't think they're considered children is the problem.
What if they
That
were
is the
designed to be children?
problem.
You probably have to obtain your sentience somehow, which means there's probably a period of childhood for the Urbits.
Why
See,
was
that's
I programmed
what you
to feel pain?
So you assume. Also, we're clones, and clones are not considered people. So
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
we're not considered
Technically.
people.
It's okay. Being considered a person is kind of overrated.
It's true.
You say that as a person who's considered a person. So
4 years, yeah.
anyway, we have this union hall. It's on the second floor. This there's still this has been recently used, as in recently occupied. So there's still detritus and there's some desks that haven't been moved for this meeting. But yeah, she is Flashbulb was there in her spacesuit, in her pilot suit,
Mhm.
and her jacket, and just
Mhm.
she has a holo display behind her, and she's her and one other person are just talking to a room full of clones, which are mostly Lotus clones at this point because that's who we've seen. But there are probably some other clones that we just haven't really seen on screen, haven't really described,
Mhm.
that are also there, and it's just things basically hey, go reach out to other clones and spread the message, spread the word. We're starting a
Spread the good clone word, please.
Yeah, a good clone word.
Get on the horn. Tell them how to bring those bastards down.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right, yeah.
Play. Which side are you on? The background. Yeah, I will indulge my vice and probably get some heat, which makes sense. We'll find out.
Or you could roll perfectly. It's fine.
Nope, I got five. I got 2 5s.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna get lost, because that's dumb. Instead, it's gonna be +2 heat, because this is definitely illegal. This is highly
yeah, totally.
It's
yeah.
fine.
+2 heat makes perfect sense.
Clones agitating for their rights and for revolution, definitely illegal in the hegemony.
We're here.
100%.
We're created. Get used to it.
Yep.
Sweet. I'll go ahead and tack that heat onto crew sheet here. Okay. Anybody else got their downtime?
I was gonna call Fallon now that everything wrapped up, so that I could indulge my vice again and try not to cough while I'm talking.
Yeah. I think she's still into you. Especially now that you can probably get your noble title back.
Not only can I get my noble title back, we totally set up her brother. He's definitely taking the fall for attacking my mom. So.
Oh, I mean, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely 100%. So, yeah.
So that's 4 more. I will take it.
Nice.
And then I was going to use lay low. So where else are we still? How are we looking in Breck? Are we still wanted in Breck?
I was just looking at this and I closed it. You are not wanted in Breck. However, you are wanted in both Holt and Iota.
Okay.
You almost are finished with the clock in Holt to have that wanted level removed.
Perfect. So I'm gonna go there. Let's see.
I just saw your GIF.
Yep.
Go right on this spaceship. Want to come?
Look, it's fine. We never have to come back to Ren.
Yeah.
Never.
It definitely isn't a connecting point.
Definitely don't need to go to the cove and.
I'm gonna say when we set everything up for Borax, we were like, "Hey, is there any way you can like delete some information on our exploits in Holt for us?"
Just delete some
so
place
that-
files.
Yeah. So that's how we're reducing our heat here.
Yeah.
So did you just want to do a fortune roll for this?
Yeah, that's typically how you do it to lay low. You make the action roll, but it's as a fortune roll. Because I don't think there's any real like threat of harm here from you doing this. So
Not yet.
not not yet.
Okay, so because my favor is owed, I get 1 die.
Mm-hmm.
So 5.
Hey.
Okay, so that's gonna add 2 more on the clock. You are now at 7 out of 8.
Ah, so close.
And who was it you were talking to again? I totally forgot and did not write it down.
Vorax.
So it was directly with Vorax. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it was probably through Talk. But when we were giving the information to Talk, we were just basically like, "Oh, by the way, can you like hook us up with some
Yeah.
like little side deal, you know?"
Cool.
Excellent.
I just wanted to write that down so that I will remember next time. Great. Other downtime actions.
I want to work on my long-term project to get and install FTL. So I'm just going to
Hmm.
search around for FTL dealers, I guess. Yeah. Pretty much put
How
out.
do you do that?
I don't know. I guess I put out an ad in the newspaper saying I'm looking for an FTL engine.
Want to buy FTL PST with offer?
Yeah, PST. I go to the auction house and I yell slash yell.
That doesn't sound like it's very effective.
I mean, would there be a like a repossessed auction, like repossessed ship auction that like they scrap the parts and resell the parts? Can I go to like a space scrapper and see if I can find a decent
Yeah,
decent-
I mean, you know a space scrapper actually.
in this area? Like in Ren?
We know a
Yeah.
few like scrappers and mechanics and stuff.
Well, I mean,
Hmm.
like not you personally, but I mean,
That is not saying.
your good friend Ballad.
Contacting.
Whom's the fuck?
Ballad.
Yeah, Ballad used to work for the Wreckers.
The Wreckers is a crew that you've worked with before and have a positive tick with.
All right, so I give Ballad a call.
It's like we all finally look up and we're like, where's Ballad been?
Ballad's busy, okay?
No, I literally knock on Ballad's door. Her
Everybody's like, wait a
they're-
second, we
yeah,
haven't been awkwardly flirted with for a while.
Yeah, they Ballad. Yeah, they open their door. They don't have their jacket on or their long coat, but like the door. Hi.
Did you hear
Triage.
Did you hear I saved Face's mom?
That's very triage.
Did you get a smooch after?
She almost
yes.
got cut in half. She was eviscerated.
I totally heard that. 100%. Totally.
Well, yeah,
Definitely heard all about it. Very good job.
it was crazy, but
I
you
can
know where
imagine.
I can get an FTL engine? Just one to put on a space shot that normally doesn't have an FTL engine, but
If you leave and I say yes, will you go away now?
they just lean back and just like do the very like stroking their chin, just like It's just like I think I might have a line on something.
is this when I roll my fortune?
Yeah,
What
it's gonna be based on your consort here, because that's what you're doing is consorting. Unless
Okay, so I have one dice. On
I'm
my
giving you +1 because I'm your crewmate.
Also, remind
Okay.
us on what Ballad traumaed out on. So we
Ballad doesn't have a trauma. Ballad just
or not. Sorry, not trauma, but the overindulged.
Ballad also didn't overindulge. Ballad just wasn't in this.
Oh,
Ballad
you just swapped
do
them
other
out?
things. Yeah, I just swapped it out
okay.
because it made more
Ooh, I
sense.
got
you guys
5.
called Flashbulb and then totally forgot that Ballad existed.
Yeah, also because I didn't want to play. I didn't want to play both of them. at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah. You didn't want to double bowl.
You did have the option to play on both at the same time.
Yeah,
it's
but I decided against it. I was like, that doesn't make sense for this. Like, this is a very
Mhm.
personal mission for Face, and like
Mhm.
Flashbulb's part of that. So,
So I got a 5.
you
Is that
could've-
2 ticks?
You could have gotten to meet
Yes, it is.
Flash's or Face's Bob.
I don't know if you'd want Ballad to do that.
Hello, I do drugs
So-
with your son.
I'm at
Hi, name's
I'm
Ballad.
I'm at 4 or 6 ticks. Would you say that Ballad tells me where to get it, and then the next thing I need to do as part
Yeah.
of my long-term project is me actually getting it?
Yeah, I think Ballad can give you the name of one of the wreckers who could definitely hook you up.
Yeah, totally. I
Um,
don't have any names of wreckers, but yes, I could.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Meshkilrin.
Ooh.
Is it spelled like mescaline, the mushrooms?
I don't know.
It is now.
It is now.
It's spelled like this.
Oh, okay, that's definitely
Oh, Meshkalarn. Okay.
Kalarn. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Meshkalarn.
Meshkalarn. That's a
Mishkalar.
good name. I like it.
Very space name.
Yeah.
Much
The
space. very
Doom
nice.
of Meshkalar.
I have taken a note.
All right.
So you know they're in Rin, the same sector you guys are in. And
Excellent.
you get a message for or to him basically. You've got his contact information. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And basically, you just need to work out a deal with him.
Okay. But my second downtime action is I want to.
Do it again.
No,
You want to
I
do something
don't.
about
I'm
your
not.
way curse?
No,
Nah,
not
it's
quite.
fine.
No,
Not
that's
quite yet.
fine.
I'm okay with being cursed for right
Okay.
now. I want to. No. Oh man, I don't know exactly what I want to do here.
Well, then let's
Yeah, let's try somebody else. and
see if
I'll-
anybody else has got something to do.
I'm
Zero?
gonna work on my long-term goal. Guns, please.
Okay.
I'm
Guns
gonna-
was
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna keep working on getting us our cannon.
Cannons.
So I think, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while, we already made contact with somebody and they were getting it together
In the
at
cove,
the
yeah.
cove.
Mhm.
So it would be a viable.
Oh, that's where Ballad went.
Yeah, Ballad went to the, that's where Ballad went.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. We
So-
said that Ballad went to the cove.
So Zero
the-
goes and knocks on Ballad's door.
Like,
God
do the
damn
thing.
Uh, Ballad still doesn't have their freaking long coat on right now because Ballad hasn't got to go out
Yeah.
because they've been on the cove. So you're just like Zero.
Hey, I brought you some shrimp, and she holds up like a bag of shrimp.
They just blink. They just blink a couple times. Thanks. I'll take it. And just takes the bag of shrimp.
I can't eat any more of that. It's bad. The shrimp is great, but it doesn't agree with me. You didn't need to know any of that. How's the guns going?
Oh, it's going. It's how is it going, GM? Glorious.
why don't we make a roll?
Is this
to
where
see
I
how
roll
that
fortune
went?
to see
yeah.
how that went?
Yeah,
Alright.
you roll and see how that went.
Okay, number of dice. Which one am I rolling this off of? I know it's fortune, but it's asking for dice.
So you put in the number of dice equal to
Yeah, which
No,
one?
it's
Which
gonna
one am
be-
I counting it as?
Oh wait, it's no.
I feel
yeah.
like what you were doing here is consort by basically getting Ballad
Fair.
to be your middleman.
Okay.
You get +1 for Ballad being Ballad.
Yeah.
All right. So it's the total. It's the total maximum number of pips, right? Not the actual amount in there. So like if for my insight, I have 3 in hack. So if I was rolling insight, it would be 3 dice.
You're
No.
rolling.
I'm using an example.
No, because you're not using insight or prowess. You're
It was-
using.
It was an example. I was saying since it's the maximum amount of pips, not the total.
No, it's of that one line is what you're looking at. Whatever one line it is.
It's like an action roll. Like
Yeah, you're
it's
doing
that
like an action roll.
with no potential bad consequences.
So you're
Mhm.
gonna roll 2 dice. One for your 1 pip and consort, and then 1 for Ballad helping you.
Okay. Yeah.
No, wait. Do you have 1 pip and consort? Am I looking at the right character sheet?
I do have consort. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
that's
do,
why
okay.
that's why I was asking. I was like, am I only counting 1 because I have the 1, or is it 2 because I have 2 pips in resolve altogether? That's
No,
what I
because
was
you're
looking
not counting resolve at all.
at. Mhm.
Resolve is not the question.
No, not resolve being the thing, but the amount in there. But okay, so it's just based on consort. We are
Right.
on the same page, and 1 extra for Ballad.
Yeah. Ballad, who themselves cannot consort, but you can consort, and they can consort for you.
Or
Yes, they can consort for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4
Consort
is
for
going to
me.
be 2
The
ticks.
big old consort.
hey, that's almost finished.
Oh.
What does that put you at?
3 out of 4.
If you want to spend 1 coin, you can make that finish now.
I can absolutely do that.
Okay.
Give me guns.
Yeah, so this is the part where we do a flashback to you handing over that cred before everybody left, and then Ballad is now back, having done the trade, and like flips open a tarp, and there's the guns, right?
Well, more of that they come out of the ship.
Yeah,
and
I'm sorry.
the
Were
guns.
they already installed in this whole thing? Like I thought. you still
I would have
install
to.
them.
I think I have to install them.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, just it's just like, oh, that come with me. They grab their long coat
Yeah.
and walk. We walk to the cargo holds, and there's a tarp over a something, and they pull the tarp off. Ta-da!
Ah, it's everything I hoped for. And she just
Yeah.
like leans against it.
Well, now we have to like actually put them in the ship. You know?
Oh yeah, I mean that's going to be a project in of itself. I was thinking like little like grappler arms that will come out, and one will hold like a gun, and then the other will hold an axe, and it'll look really badass, but it won't ever do anything.
I feel like the rest of your crew wouldn't appreciate that as much as I appreciate it.
I think Flashbulb would appreciate
It
it.
sounds like a lie.
It might be. It's like,
Yeah,
Like
Star all of a
grappler,
sudden?
yeah, it's like grapplers. Who thought of this ridiculous idea? I love it.
I love it.
No, I can probably cobble something together where there's a hidden hatch, because we're still doing that thing where we're pretending to not be, bad people.
I mean, it's not that we're not pretending to be bad people. It's we're pretending to not be, anything other than normal people, which are boring. But
Yeah,
hey, it is what it is.
it's true. Well, I appreciate this. That was
Yeah. It seems like your mission went well. I saw it on the news. Well, I saw some of it. I also saw the whole like Lord Malclay thing and like 12 other things. Cove gets pretty good news reception, gotta say. I mean,
It's
makes
all-
sense. They're pirates. They're
Yeah,
pirates. but
it's
like,
all pirated, I'm assuming.
Pirate
Yeah, oh,
News
yes.
Network.
Pirate News Network. Yeah, they filter it through H and N. Just strip out the H and make it a P. Perfect.
Perfect. P for perfect.
Yeah, P for perfect. Not for pirate. Perfect. Perfect News Network.
Hmm.
I should be.
They
I
should
have been-
hire. They should hire you as their marketer.
Then there is just that awkward moment where it's like you see that Zero's thinking about taking out her phone now that their work is done, and she's just kind of like puts on a smile. She's like, "So I'll let you get back to what you were doing."
Oh yeah. I mean, I wasn't really doing that much, but yeah. Have fun with these guns, and just kind of walks away.
All right.
Now it's like,
bye.
please just hang out with me. I'm so lonely.
I'm so lonely.
No, Ballad's got people to hang out with.
It's
Terrible.
like,
Other terrible scoundrels to hang out with.
yeah, I was gonna say if she mentioned anything about drugs, then she might.
The Ballad's all about that. You've done Ballad's
We-
Vice. You've done
yeah,
it. We've done it
We've
together.
done this. Yeah. Yeah, it's like
We've
you just have
viced
to
before.
you just have to mention it, and she would be down to hang more.
Yeah.
But she's gonna go do work, I guess.
We're Vice Brothers now.
Yeah, we're Vice siblings.
It's true.
fine. Look, they will mention it the next time they think about it, but currently they're busy, probably badly flirting with other people.
It's fair. It's fine.
They'll badly flirt with Zero at some point. It's fine.
Yeah.
Your turn's coming.
All right, who
Uh,
else wants to do some downtime?
Well, I figured I might have had to double up on that downtime activity, so I'm gonna need a moment to think of another one. I don't need to
Can I
indulge Vice.
acquire an asset?
Sure. What kind of asset do you want to acquire?
I want to acquire something that. See, I guess it's kind of rough without knowing the direction of our next
If you want to save that, I actually have our next mission because.
Oh yeah,
Flashbulb-
let me
Yeah,
let
do you
me know
wanna
what
talk
our
about
next
that? Do you
mission
wanna- do you
is.
wanna-
Yes.
Let's
Yes,
have the scene
I
where
would.
Flashbulb presents this to the crew.
Yeah, because this is going to be kind of important. Because this is basically out of character. This is basically going to be Flashbulb's like last job.
Last hurrah.
Last hurrah. Yeah. So gather everybody in the galley because that's where we do all of our meetings.
Mm-hmm.
And Flashbulb like has her hands on the table, standing up.
The
All
old
right.
petrified oak wood table.
Yep. All right, everybody. This next job is now that we've done something very personal for one person. I think you deserve a little bit of explanation and knowing what's coming. So, I don't know if this is obvious to all of you, but I am a clone, or it's a little more complicated. I'm like the template all of the Lotus clones are based off of.
Triage is that asshole and says dibs on next mission after her.
It's our next loyalty mission.
But the important thing is that I have a mission now. Things have changed. So, I guess the question for all of you is, how much do you want to destroy the Yaru?
Oh, that escalated quickly.
My question for all of you is, how do you feel finding out that Flashbulb is a clone? Did you already know this? And do you care?
Wait, you're
This was the only
Triage
one
is
that
going to
actually knew.
pretend that she knew the entire time, but she absolutely did not.
wait, you're a
She was
clone?
like, oh, obviously, it makes total sense. Like,
I think
I could
Face is
tell
the
when
only
I
one that
worked
actually
when-
knew.
Mm-hmm.
and it's not that I wouldn't have known. It's that I never paid enough attention to know.
That checks
It's
out.
not that there weren't hints. It's just that Triage is kind of a ditz in that regard.
You say if you like Triage hears this, and then like all of those hints just click into place, and you're like, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's not as obvious. It's more like, yeah, of course. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
always known this. I knew this since day one, right? Right, clone friend?
I'm down with the clone struggle.
she just doesn't have any reaction. Just like, well, regardless of that, I have an actual mission for you that involves destroying the Yaru and everything they stand for, oppression.
Entirety of the R?
In the sector, not the entirety of the Maker's Guild. The Maker's
So
Guild's a little bit too
what
big
is
for that.
the Yaru? So that
Okay,
knows?
the Yaru out of character. The Yaru is the other name for the Maker's Guild, who is the guild that makes the clones and is responsible for the clones in.
Aren't they like a T5
General.
faction?
No, they're tier 2.
Oh, they're T. Okay, fine.
Yeah, they're
the
a
same
tier 2
tiers.
faction. Yeah,
Well-
exactly.
You're in luck. We just installed a sweet new cannon onto the ship. So,
Oh, that's good. I would say I'm looking forward to using this, but this is a little bit more. Hopefully, that won't be necessary. But hey, if it is, I'm all for blowing some stuff up.
Triage raises her hand. She's
Yes,
like,
Triage.
How do you want to destroy an entire organization quietly? How does that work?
That's what I was about to get to. Our mission would be this, and she like presses on something on the table, and a hollow thing comes up. Currently, I know a few people. Two of them are higher ups in the Makers Guild. One of them is Ball-In. Brings up Ball-In. Ball-In is the head geneticist.
Ball? Sorry, I had
Face
to.
puts his hand up.
Yes, face.
From now on, said person will be referred to as Ballin.
Sure.
Zero puts her hand up.
Yes, Zero.
I motion that we call him Balls Out from now on.
I will refer to her. I will refer to her going forward as Doctor In, so we don't have to go through this.
Fair enough.
So we have Doctor In, lead geneticist, and we also have brings up the other person, Wretch, head of their logistics. I don't know where these names this name came from either. You'd have to ask Mav. So we have these two, and we know, and I also know that their main labs are on Amarath. We've all been there. It's a nice enough place.
I was born there.
Yeah, you know how it is.
I say that just very out of nowhere. I'm just like, rip.
The other thing is, as all of you know, I wasn't there for this, but you remember Quirk and their escapades when it came to global debt, or galactic debt even.
Of course.
The plan would be to sneak into the main Yara facility and upload a virus that deletes all the clone contracts.
What's to stop them from resetting it like they did with Quirk?
We are actually at the center of the mainframe this time, unlike Quirk, who's on the outside.
Mm.
I'm sitting like picking my finger with a scalpel, and I'm like, but how does this destroy the people that make up the Yaru?
We're getting to that. The other thing is, of course, we'd need to corner Balin. Balin is their lead geneticist, and if we get the lead geneticist on it for this, and get the rest of them in line. Nothing else, we can also steal all the information they have for making clones, if it comes to that, but...
I know what the asset is I want to acquire. An internship under Dr. Ballin.
Yes. That's a fantastic
good asset. This is a good asset. I like it. But yeah, the idea of that, basically Flashbulb's idea here is, one, delete all the clone contracts. Two, basically just like go destroy their institutional cohesion by being in that main facility and just causing chaos.
I mean,
y'all have a role in this.
Yeah, I mean, chaos, we can do that.
You know I always got your back, Flashbulb.
Can I steal tech?
Of course.
I'm in.
Taking anything that's not nailed down. Are you kidding?
Actually, you better steal tech.
Have you been on this crew? Like,
Actually, Triage, I had the idea for you. So this is a genetics lab. You could create a great many things here, I imagine.
I'm just thinking about all of the genetics.
All the genetics.
There's a lot of people that I could sabotage with a genetics lab at my disposal.
Exactly. So,
namely Chad. I can pin him at crime locations all over the universe.
Okay. So yeah, if y'all are in, that's our next mission. That's what we're gonna do. Next job. I do have somebody to contact for this. I have several people, but one of them is probably the most important, and that would be Pip. You're muted.
Yay, Pip.
Yeah, Pip. We haven't seen them since like episode 3.
It's been a
a
hot
while.
minute. Yeah.
we did see like Max Millions when we dropped off.
We saw Maximilian's.
Quirk.
Yeah. And we saw a key card more recently.
That's true as well.
Because of glitch, but we haven't seen Pip.
You have not seen Pip. That
Pip's
is
Pip's
true.
busy being a nebula.
Yeah. You have Pip's contact information.
I guess the question is, where are they?
Yeah, I think that is the question. I feel like it's more interesting if you can reach them.
Okay.
But given...
So I have a note saying that contact Pip once back in IOTA system.
Yes,
they're in IOTA. Okay.
You have contact information for Pip in IOTA, but also Flashbulb has like a more direct line.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I have the like actual direct line to Pip.
Right. In either case, you're gonna have to like send an email or leave a voicemail because they don't have a way to answer a phone.
They have no hands.
Yeah, it's gonna
Kind
be
of a Cloud?
No, they have no voice. Like they could type you a
Yeah,
message.
I
You could
think-
do like an IM or something.
I think what Flashbulb's gonna do is gonna send them a message being like, "Hey, I've got like a lot to talk about with you," and have a meeting location.
Okay, yeah.
A lot to talk about, also potential job.
Cool.
Yeah.
You can set up the location to be wherever you would like it to be in either Rin or Iota.
Okay.
You do need to go to Iota, but also
Yes.
getting from Rin to Iota is going to require one or more rolls because you are at wanted level 2, and it
Yeah.
is not going to be easy to get through the gate.
You know what I can do with my other downtime, what I'd like to acquire.
Sure.
I'd like to acquire just a no questions asked gate pass.
Yeah, how do you do this?
Let's see, who can I contact? You know what? Since we haven't talked to her in a while, Satani, hook me up, Satani. That's who I'm gonna talk to.
Oh, yeah, will you? You ask a lot, but you ask the right people. All right.
That's how we do it.
So you need to roll your crew quality, which is
Okay.
2,
2 dice.
and you need to get at least hold on. Where's my?
Yeah, what tier do we need?
I think it's gonna be 4.
Oh shit! So I have to crit, is what you're telling me?
I mean, or spend money.
Okay, that's fair.
No, it's gonna be 3, so it's actually not as
Okay.
hard.
So this is a consort, or no, this is a crew quality, so it's 2. Do I get plus? Do we get +1 from it being Satani? That's
Yes, because I believe yes, any downtime roll
Okay.
from a friend +1 die.
So 3 dice on this. Notes. I have a name for this. Oh my god. Terrible
no.
roll.
Ooh.
Full on
Um,
terrible rolls.
You're going to need to spend 2 creds to make this happen. She's like, well, I can do this for you, Flashbulb, but if it's gonna pass muster, I'm gonna need some money.
Yeah, gonna shell it from my stash.
All right.
But we have a get out of Rin free card.
Yay.
Yeah, and Triage, you want to acquire your asset of
An internship.
this needs to
Under
be at least
Dr.
equal to the crew quality, so you need at least 2. Sorry, you need to roll a 4 or better in order for this to work. Otherwise, you have
And
to
what am I
shell out
rolling?
money.
Fortune?
Crew
Yes,
quality.
fortune roll based on crew quality. Do you have a friend or contact who could help you acquire this in some way?
I have a contact. His name's Judah. He's a doctor. Maybe he works for the Makers Guild, but I'm not in like great or terrible standing with them.
Sure.
So what total would I roll? It would be
3.
crew quality 3. Okay.
3 dice.
That's
This is why crew quality is good. You can acquire better assets.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Hey, you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
I got myself an internship.
You got
Hopefully it's
yourself an
paid.
internship. I mean,
at the same level as they are? Nah.
unpaid intern. Congratulations.
Well, maybe maybe in the space future there are no unpaid internships. Just
I mean, the amount you're going to get paid is negligible to the amount you can steal.
Yeah. Also true.
You're a criminal. Like,
Yeah.
That's
you don't
fair.
you don't let things like the law get in your way.
That's
I'm
called a
Dr.
job.
Sticky Fingers.
So yeah. Face and Zero, do you have anything else?
I did need to get one more done.
Okay.
I'm all set.
Face, don't you have an additional? Oh no, you already did the additional.
Yeah, I used it. I used to try to get our thing down in.
Oh, did you already roll for doing your Vice?
Yeah.
Second time.
Mhm.
Oh, I see it. I missed it for some.
Yep.
I'm just gonna train prowess. Another tick in that. So that'll be mine.
Okay.
Who are you? What are you doing? Are you fighting people? VR boxing.
You know, probably working on Skulk.
Mm.
Since you made it sound like we were sneaking into a place, so she was
That's
probably doing some VR sneaking missions.
Okay.
VR Splinter Cell.
I was gonna say Metal Gear. She puts on her red bandana and
She puts on her cardboard box.
yeah, she just solid snakes it.
Okay, awesome. So everyone has finished their downtime then?
Yeah, it seems that way.
I believe so. Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, I need to put this in my. So should I put this in my actual items, like an internship?
I think they're temporary.
Just write it down. I've written it down. It's
a way
good for
in.
the use of this job. It's a
Yeah.
way in the door.
Okay.
So we can flash forward to where are we meeting with Pip? And are you meeting with the entire Bornico Syndicate here, or is it just Pip? Because I know you also are hoping to elicit the help of Quark. So
yeah, I was gonna say how like we're like friends with the Bornico Syndicate, but like it's a question of like how big of a favor are they willing to do for us?
Mechanically,
Because
we're
we're
at
one with them.
one with them. Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, that
Are we
should be. That
one?
should be.
yeah, we haven't done another job for them because it would be 2. If we had done another
You're
job,
right.
it'd be 2.
Mm-hmm. It would be 2 if you done another job. Yeah, you're
Well, I
on
mean,
their
we
good side.
Essentially did a
So-
job for them when we returned to work, right?
That's
Right.
true.
That's why you're at. That's why you're halfway to 2.
Oh, okay.
We've only done like that and the one actual job for them. We haven't actually.
Yeah, I
done-
thought that counted as the 2. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
But
Was the job where Ink was introduced? Was the Bornico Syndicate actually benefiting from that in any way, or were they just Inks in with Pagalos?
I think it was just the end.
Okay. That was what I was trying to remember.
Because Flashbulb, if we want to have the Bornico Syndicate help us, Flashbulb does like, especially like this is like going against a hegemonic faction, and we can get them stuff because the Bornico Syndicate, they're a criminal, like they're an organized crime like syndicate, like
they are specifically like known for stealing hard to steal things.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of their jam is when somebody starts saying that something is unstealable or untouchable.
Challenge
Then
accepted.
yeah, exactly, then they're like, well, it was done.
But yeah, if they have something that's in those research labs that they want to be stolen, we can be like, hey, you can come with us and we will steal it with you. We have an in for this job to get you to be able to steal whatever you're trying to get.
Yeah, so I know what it says in Blades, but I'm trying to find where it's listed here in Scum and Villainy about your friends. Essentially, it's a matter of at level 1, they will help you as long as they don't have to go out of their way, or if your goals line up. So
Which
if that's what you're hoping for here, is that your goals line up.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
like they don't have to be in on the like let's destroy the Makers Guild, but like it would be nice.
right. Cool. So, what do you think is where you guys are meeting with them? So it sounds like you're inviting the whole crew of the Bornico Syndicate.
Sure, if they want to, if they, yeah,
And you're gonna be like, hey, we've got an inn if you've got a job, want to team up.
Where's the guild based out of?
Amarath.
Amarath.
It's in the IOTA system.
I was gonna make a joke that there would be this nice bar on Shundara, but that's way out of the way.
Yeah. Probably Injury would probably be the place.
Yeah.
I also have I've got a place to meet because Flashbulb has a contact on Injury, which is Triv. We also haven't seen in a long time, but
Oh yeah, you want to meet at his body shop?
Yeah, totally.
The almost end of the campaign callback to all the people we met on the way.
That's right. That's what I'm gonna do.
I made
the
a
corpse we
big
left in the
list,
sewers
so-
on Warren explodes.
That was months ago at this point.
Yeah,
Literal
that
months.
dead body comes back to get triage.
Okay.
We're like running away from the cops on Warren. The dead body gets like shot out, like with the pressure of the water that's been building up for like months, and like trips us as we're running. We're like, son of a bitch!
Damn this body.
Triage.
Okay. So I think the whole crew will show up.
Ooh.
So Keycard, Nulls, Maximilians, Pip, and Quirk will all be there.
Oh damn.
Um,
Okay.
Like the
Gang's all
everybody
here.
with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Ballad is gonna chill in the background just to even up the numbers.
I mean, yeah, Ballad can be in the background to do that. Definitely. Ballad sat out the last job, to be fair. And Ballad doesn't care too much about it, but why not? They don't have anything better to do, and they're all for this
Right.
dangerous bullshit. So yeah, they'll do that. Also, they have more people to flirt at. They have the entire Bordico Syndicate to flirt at now.
Them florts.
Some flirts.
Syndico. Dang it. That's what I get for trying to write
Flordico
and think at the
Syndicate.
same time.
Syndicate.
I was writing Bornico Syndicate, but wrote Bornico Syndico.
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 Nice.
It's when they go legit. They've
It's the same company, you know. That's,
Yeah, exactly. When they go legit. Yeah, right.
God.
So at Triv's mechanics workshop, like after hours,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming that you warned Triv about this. and
Oh,
he
definitely.
made it.
Minute we got into the system, sent a message being like, "Hey, there's a meeting. You can be there if you want, but otherwise."
We're in the area. Just be ready.
Yeah, you just gotta be like, hey, God, just it could just be like, well, oh, we were just happened to be in the neighborhood. No, okay, good,
No, that's not how Flashbulb rolls.
okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound like Flashbulb.
No, but it's not Flashbulb. Flashbulb's just like, hey, like this is what's happening.
It's not like, can I do this? It's like, this is what's happening.
This is what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like she's gonna say hi to Triv and stuff, and like, you know, they're friends, but like friends. They're, you know, acquaintances, but still not. It's not like.
Work comes first.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got a good working relationship with them.
Yeah.
And you can pull in the favor when you're like, I need to use your shop as a meeting place with another gang, and he's not going to just be like, the cops will be there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, otherwise you just feel like, no.
Yeah, so depending on how this goes, that goodwill may disappear. I think this is something that he's told you in the past you could always do, on the assumption you'd never do it, and now that you're pulling in the favor, he's like, maybe I should
Maybe I shouldn't
say
have said that.
maybe I should say that was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe this will go really well and you'll give him a cut of this crazy ass job that you plan in his basement, and he's like, yeah, whenever you need it.
Welcome to my
As long as
body
I get
shop.
paid.
And his body shop becomes a very important stop on the Underground Railroad of slaves, of the clone laborers in
So wait,
Procyon.
if we're about to do like a big score, and this is some dude's body shop, is he just like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and we're like Space Fast and Furious now?
That's exactly what I was imagining.
We've described Triv. I don't remember what he looks like because it was a long time ago.
Oh
but-
boy.
Flashbulb was in a room of like 100 people, and like 97 of them looked like her. She's like, it's about family.
Yeah,
It's about
I hate to inform you, he's been recast as Dwayne the Rock Johnson. So.
That's not the worst possible fate, I don't think.
Pretty much, yeah. That's all good.
I know I wrote down
Yeah, I was
stuff.
gonna say you definitely wrote down things about Triv.
Let me see if I can figure out when we met Triv. I know.
It was after the race. I think.
right.
Or was it before the race? It was we went to Rin and then we went all the way to Breck and we came back.
Let's see here. Episode 8.
Because Triv has a line on a gravic field generator. He knows where the guild's testing it. That's what I've written down.
Here we go. No, it was 4. That's a different person. Okay. Triv is here. They, them, human, not a clone.
They, them. Okay.
Bespoke spacesuit that does not look like a spacesuit.
Love it.
That's a description.
Yeah.
Brown eyes. Look of frustrated understanding.
Look of frustrated understanding. Just
Wow.
like the constantly furrowed brow.
Does not know that she is a clone.
That's
That might change.
They're gonna know now.
Yes.
Think I'm a clown.
Hey, yeah, listen, you're a clone now?
I think I'm a clone now.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be anyone.
Cool. So yeah, they accept the meeting taking place.
Cool.
I figure that they probably wind up having like some cookies, not like cookies that they baked, but like
Yeah,
cookies that they and not even like the platter of cookies from the grocery store, but like a crumpled package of cookies from the 7-Eleven.
Oh no.
Oh, Triv.
Like they're trying real hard, but this is not their
This is their
forte.
maximum effort.
Yeah.
Like entertaining 2 crews of criminals is not their day to day.
To be fair, we probably brought food with us, so it's
Probably.
they're trying though. I see the effort.
Like they didn't have this when you guys got there, and like they disappeared for 5 minutes and they came back. And it went in the back room. They ran around the corner.
All right, so we got people to talk to try to convince to come with us.
Yeah.
And Zero has met only one of these people, or 2 of these people. if I remember
2 of these
correctly.
people. So Quirk and Maximilians are there. They appear to be a couple. in like that terrible honeymoon phase where they
Oh.
are just
Oh
like
no.
like Maximilian sits in one of the chairs waiting, and then like Quirk sits on the arm of the chair and wraps one of their arms around his neck, you know. It's real
Adorable.
bad.
It's adorable and terrible at the same time.
It is adorable and terrible at the same
Especially
time.
because the two of them, it's the most attractive man alive and basically a night elf. So like,
yeah. Yeah, I'm into it.
I'm into it.
Keycard is there. She like the stylistic similarities between Keycard and Zero is like if it, like I picture Zero dressed in like some muted colors, but like colors, whereas I picture Keycard dressed in like some earth tones, just like some really kind of browns and stuff, whereas I see like some nice soft pastels on Zero. So they're but like they feel like palette swapped versions of each other.
They're just an old school color swap.
are
Yeah.
you saying that Keycard is more grounded?
Uh,
I'm sorry.
That's I'm
They
just
are-
mad I didn't think of it.
they are probably just sitting next to each other playing on their phones.
I refuse to laugh at anything
Mhm.
you ever say again.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
For now.
And Nalls is there again. He is large and full of muscles, and mostly stands quietly and intimidatingly around. He looms without any kind of effort at all. And then Pip, who looks kind of like a little Jawa, in a little hood you can't see inside of.
Their feet never touch the
As
ground.
a Jawa if it was dressed by face, like its little robe and everything is
I'm
like
into
the
a pit.
highest
Let's
quality silk,
let's go
and
get
it's got,
dressed.
you know, some really nice brocade trim around the edges and stuff.
I will definitely design Pip's fashion. It's fine.
The galaxy's fanciest Java over here.
And basically,
I'm-
and only, you know, like 3 feet tall, the whole thing.
right.
But they are welcoming, like with their little arms, do an opening welcome gesture as the. Do you guys arrive first, or are they already there when you arrive?
I have to imagine they're already there when no, we'd have to be there first. So I could be like, hey, Triv, like things going down. So it's not just like, surprise, there's a bunch of criminals at your
They just show up at his
criminals you don't know at your
door.
place. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Triv is like, oh, I never thought you'd actually take me up on the. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think this was gonna come up either, but this is the most convenient place for it, and you know, we've worked together for this long.
Okay. So I was going to, in character, comment on Flashbulb not wearing her mask, but then I remembered we're on injury and you're probably wearing the mask
Yep.
as a regulator anyway.
Exactly.
'cause the air quality is shit.
Yeah, so it doesn't. Yeah, Triv's not gonna notice anyway.
Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, so they all arrive and Pip gestures greeting. What do you do? What do you say?
Just gonna start off like kind of with the same thing with what I told the crew with Flashbulb to the crew. Is just like, welcome everybody. I called you all here today because I've got a job for us, and potentially for you. Like points to the like most of the Bornico Syndicate. We're going to Amarath. We're going we're gonna be going to the main labs of the Yaru, and we're gonna be stealing a lot of stuff. I was wondering if you wanted in on that.
I think it's going to be Maximilian's that answers. Yaru have a lot of security and a lot of potential. What you're saying is a big risk, but a bigger reward. I'm assuming you have an inn.
Yeah, we do. Our good doctor here has an internship with them.
Including the fact that we've worked together well before. You know we're competent.
Nonsense.
Yeah. I think that like Pip makes like a nodding motion, and it like kind of just is echoed around the rest of the Bornico Syndicate, and Maximilian speaks up again and is like, all right, lay out the plan. And I think this is like a pretty good place for us to call it here.
Yeah.
If you want to lay out what your generic plan is right now, we can do that and leave it for next time, or we can jump right into the actual mission next time without having to really detail anything right now.
This is a Fortune of the Dark game. We'll detail everything later.
Exactly.
I have the goal. I don't have the method quite, so.
Okay, we'll figure that out then.
Yeah.
This is a perfect time because if we cut it now, we can get all of XP done, and on time.
Yeah.
For once.
For once.
Woo!
Yeah, go die on my couch again.
Oh.
Yes. Let's start with some XP for the packet loss.
Alrighty.
Did you execute a successful transport or smuggling operation?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if it was transport or
I
smuggling.
don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It was transporting Scuttlebutt to HNN, but that doesn't really count.
I mean,
I don't think so.
unless you consider the smuggling information to Borax, but no,
Nah.
I don't
Not
think
really.
That.
No,
Yep.
no, you managed to. There was not much room for interception there.
We stole the information, which is different from smuggling, technically.
True, very true. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you contend with challenges above your current station?
His house map
Yes.
life of a current station.
Yes. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
Daring.
Yeah.
Daring.
Pretty daring.
Very
Yeah.
daring. I don't
Definitely
know
daring.
about saucy and we're still technically working towards no nonsense.
I feel like we were pretty no nonsense.
I think so too.
I mean, there was that one point where you were seen threatening your rival by those security guards in a very vocal and
Right.
cruel manner.
Yeah, that's not no nonsense. That's just rude.
That's just rude.
That's just rude. Yeah.
Oh, I actually see that as no nonsense, but
No, that was kind of on the nonsense scale, I think.
So yeah, we got 3 so far.
Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of this crew? Yes.
Yes,
Many times.
many times. It's what we do best.
You were all about the money. There was definitely some conflict. There was definitely some essential nature of what it means to be part of the packet loss, you know?
even got into a family fight afterwards.
And you got into a family fight afterwards, exactly.
We advanced again. So everybody gets stashed. We have 3 advances to choose now.
You should probably do something about
Should
that.
do something about that for this mission.
How
How
many
much
stash?
stash did you say we got?
We get 4. I think it's 2. It's 2.
It's based on crew quality.
It's crew quality plus 2, if I remember correctly. So 4. Yeah.
I believe that's correct.
think
Guys,
4. Did you max out? Did you max out?
Faces at max stash, guys.
Hey.
Time to retire.
All right.
Buy a
well,
planet.
Life day. Renew.
I mean, you did just get your noble title back, more
Yes.
or less. So I think that's maybe what that represents there, you know?
That makes sense.
Yep. So this is my last job for Flashbulb.
Hey. Yeah. So we have 3 advances.
We should pick something.
We should pick some.
I've done enough picking up advances.
We could like upgrade stuff on our like actual do ship upgrades, but that would increase our upkeep. We could do ship gears.
It's not like you're short on money.
Ooh, we could do like have a recon drone for this mission.
Oh.
That's a thing under crew gear. We could also have like an armory, a brig, which we haven't had this entire time.
Could have been very useful.
Yeah, it could have been.
We made it work.
We might want to, just because we're adding in a gun and you're going to be trying to take down a thing, I imagine that we're not getting out of there without being chased. What if we put shields in?
Put shields in and then like upgrade our engines as well.
Yeah.
You could also look at some of the other
Crews. Yeah.
or like some of the ones on this as well, like leverage. You know a way to pull strings and cash in favors. When you lay low, instead of rolling, you can take -1 status with any faction you have a +1 status with or better already, in order to reduce your 1 level by 1 and set your heat in the system to 0. Since heat and 1 levels has been a bit of an issue for you.
Yeah.
Maybe like.
Would you like to get a license for those particle weapons?
It's our last job. I'm sure it's fine.
No. Be outlaws. It's fine.
Actually, do you want to take it? I don't think you actually installed the weapons on the ship.
Not yet.
No. We probably should do that officially.
We still have the mining drill.
You do still have the mining drill.
Yeah. We can do that. We could also just get all of the trainings. Because we have 3 advances. Yeah, shields is probably the smart thing, honestly. I don't know. We can figure it out later. We don't have to do it right now.
That's
we
true.
got XP to do.
Let's figure it out later. Let's
Alright.
let's get started. Face. Did you address a tough challenge with deception or influence?
Always. It's what I do.
It is literally what you do. That is
It's
true.
your job.
Yeah, I think you did that a couple of times. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? That was this job. That was
Yep.
this job. This whole job. It was your belief and your drive about your heritage and your background. So you can only get 2 XP here, but you deserve it.
Good job.
Yay.
And did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma?
Yes.
Got into a
My
fight.
obsession for getting my title back actually led me to crazily threatening my rival in front of a bunch of guards.
Yeah, for sure. Great. See, this is why you get traumas.
Yep.
This is what they're good for.
Yep, it is.
All about that trauma. All about that trauma life.
0.
Yeah.
Did you address a tough challenge with technical skill or ingenuity?
Yes. Not many, but yes. I did the hacking of the network with Chas's phone.
Mhm.
I think that was really it. There wasn't a whole lot of 0 time there.
That's true.
So there's that one.
Okay. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Yes, all the time. I make sure that I remind everybody how much of a gremlin she is.
I did love how much of a gremlin she was.
Mhm.
That was pretty adorable. And did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas?
Does obtaining 1 count?
Yes, it does.
All right, shrimp. It's shrimps. Yeah.
Shrimp trauma.
So that'd be
triage.
4 for me.
Hi.
Yes, 4 for you. Triage. What about you? Did you address a tough challenge with insight or compassion?
I would. No, because I got it last time. Or did we not do experience last time?
No, we did experience last time.
Okay, yeah,
I
because
feel like it still counts. You did another roll for it this time, right?
Yeah, you were
I guess
still.
I did do another roll for it. Okay, yeah, I
Mhm.
did.
Mhm.
I did do a thing.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Yeah, by knocking on Ballad's door, and the first thing I said, did you hear that I saved?
Yes.
You
That
hear
was
how
so
great
good.
I was?
You hear how wonderful I am?
Yes. Beautiful. And did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas?
I overindulged during
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, you did.
cooking. Yeah. So
Yeah,
cool.
you did.
I get another playbook. I have like 5. No, this will be my 4th playbook.
Nice.
You're getting there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 playbook abilities.
Yep, I'm only missing one.
Flashbulb.
I have 3 experience to my last playbook upgrade.
Well, I mean, you can get ones from other playbooks, which is what I did at one point. So.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
what veterans for. That's why I've never tell me the odds on Flashbulb, because never tell
Yep.
me the odds is a scoundrel.
So how do you get veteran? What's
Like-
veteran?
It's just you choose an ability from a different playbook.
Yeah,
Oh.
just choose an ability from a different playbook.
Cool.
Speaking of
I'll do it for next
Flashbulb,
time.
let's give
What
you some
up?
XP.
Yeah.
Did you address a tough challenge with speed or flair?
Yes. Yes, I did. There was, of course, like the whole like, hey, you know what? You know what requires speed? Putting explosives where a bunch of guards show up in the right
Yeah,
place.
Definitely.
I think that was really the big one. I don't think there was really much else I can think of, because
Mhm.
like we didn't have to make a quick getaway or anything either. So
That's true. I
and
don't
the rest
think
of
you
it was
had much flair either.
there weren't any tough challenges that required flair.
Not really.
Yeah.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? Yes and yes.
I wonder. Was that this session?
Did you convert any clones to your cause?
Yes.
Yes.
uh,
Did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas?
I overindulged
You did.
multiple times technically, because we had the fight and then I actually overindulged.
Well, you didn't overindulge. You just
That's
got
true.
involved in a fight.
That's true. I got involved in a fight. But yeah,
and you
I
viciously punched Triage for it.
yes.
For
No,
schmarmy comments.
No, Triage tried punching me. Other way around.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true. Okay,
Triage
you're
tried
right.
punching Flashbulb and hit face instead.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember you doing something viciously though.
Oh, that was the I never went through with shooting discount Jafar.
Oh, you
I
were
never
Blow a
pointing
bunch
at-
of guards up.
Yeah, I did blow a bunch
right.
of guards up. That's true. Who all survived.
I mean, you didn't know
They
that at the
did.
time.
I didn't know that. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know that. But yeah, that was the vicious thing. It was just like, you know what could solve this? Explosives.
Maybe that's flair.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Instead, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Either way, take some XP.
Yeah, 5 XP. What should I put it in? I guess
Well, while you're figuring that out, let's do some outros. Starting with
Outro.
Rhys, because you're sick.
Ah.
Hello, everybody. You can find me at twitch.tv/RhysDragon when we stream on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Other than that, you can find me here on Thursdays playing Packet Loss, at least for the next week. And then I think we may be switching the games at some point. So stay tuned for more information on that. That's all I got for now.
All right, now we'll go to outro.
Hi, I'm Outro. I'm currently doing nothing while I figure out what I want to do. Other than showing up here on Thursday nights for this lovely game, I will be streaming video games once I get Animal Crossing in my hands. I am planning 2 shows, one to fill the Sunday night spot, and I'm looking to do something on Wednesdays as well, but they're a little bit down the road, so I'm going to be playing video games for the next little bit.
We need to be Animal Crossing friends when Animal Crossing crosses.
Oh, hell yeah, we'll be Animal Crossing friends. Everybody
yeah.
will be. It'll be the finest of times.
I'm looking forward to it. Saint, how about you? What are
Hi.
you doing with your life?
Not playing Animal Crossing because I don't have a Switch.
I'm right
That's
there with
fine.
you.
Hi everybody. Good. We can be non.
I don't have a Switch, but my partner does, so it's
see,
fine.
that's the thing. I
That's
don't have
technically
access to
yours then.
Yeah.
What's
Um,
theirs
That's
is
not how
yours.
Possession works.
What's
Animal
theirs is
Crossing.
yours.
Hi everybody. My name is Saintguard. I'm a variety streamer, voice actor, and sometimes GM of tabletop role-playing games. You can find me over on my own channel, at twitch.tv/Saintguard, and also on the social media at Saintguardlius. I'm using it with an LY at the end. I have been doing the PC version of Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary came out last week, so I've been playing through that on Heroic.
Some good stuff.
It's a fun time.
I love the first 2 Halo games so
Same.
much.
My Halo games are I like 1, 2, 3, and ODST. Those are the games I like.
ODST was really fun too. I thought ODST was actually challenging. But
ODST is challenging.
Yeah.
It's because you don't have shields. You're an ODST, not a Spartan. But I did Reach on stream, and Reach was like, it was okay. It was fun. But we had to wait a while for CE. But now we have Combat Evolved, and that's fun. So I'm going to be doing that. I don't know what else I'm going to be doing. I did buy Yakuza Kiwami 2 on sale, but I'm not going to be playing that for a while because we just finished a Yakuza game. And that was long as hell. So it's going to be a while before I play another one. But I'm also probably going to do some more game design on There's Been a Murder this weekend.
Yeah.
Because what's more fun than doing a Firebrand's hack of murder mystery Firebrand's hack? What's more fun than consensually murdering your friends?
I'm looking forward to it.
Pray for consensual murder.
Yeah, so I'm here, and I'm over on Kelsa's channel on Saturdays for Republic City by Night, which is a game I designed. It's a Legend of Korra Forge in the Dark game. You should come check it out. This Saturday is our season 2 finale. I don't know what we're doing after that, but we'll see.
You guys are doing a gang war, aren't you?
We're
potentially stopping a gang war.
They're trying to prevent a turf war. We'll see how that goes.
So fighting a gang war.
We're definitely going to succeed. The negotiations are going to go flawlessly.
Oh yeah,
I don't
totally.
see why there would be any problems whatsoever. You definitely come and watch.
You're definitely not at war with another set of detectives. Definitely
who are also
not.
there at the negotiations.
Yep.
Dear God, detective wars.
Detective
wars.
I have no idea how it's gonna look.
It's the new edition of Food Wars. They just decided to be detectives.
No,
yeah, Detective
you
Wars.
you guys just recreate the news anchor battle.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you want a ringer and you got money, faces it.
Yeah.
I mean, probably. There are 2 triads there, so.
There you go. Yeah, it's some Chan cameos as a Legend of Korra person.
We
It's
do
fine.
we do have the negotiators for the negotiator for the Creeping Crystals is basically Nappa from Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah. He's gonna be there.
Excellent.
Gonna be ready.
It's terrible and I love it.
Hey Vegeta.
So you
It's a
can find
Pokemon.
me. That's on my channel. Twitch.tv/KelsaDelphi
I'm not
or
a Pokemon, I'm a
YouTube.com/KelsaDelphi. For Republic City by Night on Saturdays. On Mondays, we're doing a series of one-shots. This week, we had done Swords Without Master, and that was a lot of fun. I got to be Space Witch Tilda Swinton. Time Witch.
Space Time Witch, perhaps?
Space Time Witch. Yes, with bisexual lightning. That was important.
Ah, of course.
I mean, you have to emphasize that it does not have to choose. It
Exactly.
has both options.
So many options.
So many
Multiple
options. All of the options.
So many options. And of course, here on Thursdays, I am the GM for Packet Loss. Follow me on Twitter at Kelsa, and I will now hand it over to Rindis.
Hi, I'm
Take it
Rindis.
away.
The second resident sick boy. It's very likely that I might have coronavirus because I work at an airport where it has been found. I'm doing my best to stay alive, and you can normally watch me slowly killing myself by running multiple games throughout the week when I should be sleeping. Tomorrow, we are not playing anything, but I am looking to start up a Star Wars RPG based on a 5th edition conversion that we had done once upon a time, where I had played a Mandalorian before it was cool to play a Mandalorian. Excuse me. It's still cool to play a Mandalorian, emphasize. But I'm looking to start up a Star Wars one, so if anybody's interested in playing on Fridays in a 5th edition converted Star Wars, it will be following after Return of the Jedi. Outside of that, that's all I have really. I've been debating stuff. You can be a Jedi, because that's always a question that comes up. You will probably be Luke or Leia's protege or one of the new people. Saturdays, we play Descent into Avernus, a Dungeons & Dragons Wizards of the Coast published adventure where the players go to hell. They currently are leaving the city that had been shunted into hell and are actually going to be on Avernus proper soon. Mad Max shenanigans will ensue very quickly. I'm looking forward to it. Sundays, we play Curse of Strahd, where I play a wonderful scaly boy who shoots lightning at people and holds the line. I often memorize that line for Mass Effect, and I tell it as I beat hags to death in a doorway, because I did that. It was fun. Yeah. Mondays are currently up in the air right now because we have scheduling conflicts, so I might be canning our homebrew 5th edition game Forest for the Trees in light of doing something else, or just leaving it as a day to recover, because, oh boy, running 7 days a week is stressful. Tuesdays.
You shouldn't do it. You're gonna kill yourself.
I have been slowly killing myself. It's so cool. I'm pretty sure it's
When
been
we
cool to
need
play a
you
Mandalorian
alive.
since the 80s. You are correct, Golden. It is always cool to play a Mandalorian. So Mondays is up in the air. We'll figure out something we want to do there. Tuesdays, we play Vampire the Masquerade, 5th edition. We are currently probably getting to the end of our season as well. We acquired several armaments to take on a rampant Ventru that has orchestrated a plan to bring down the Prince of Vancouver, and as the Marischal, it is our job to find them and murder them most wonderfully, which seems to involve following them out to sea and engaging in a naval battle, after which last week we acquired a literal fucking cannon, so we are calling ourselves Vampirates now. We have also run into the Malkavian's sire, who is a bad man and beats our child, so we are waiting for an excuse to murder him.
Wait, that's not an excuse to murder him?
Well, we haven't seen him do it. We don't know that he hurts him in character.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
the story is we found out that the Malkavian attended a psychiatric hospital, and he is basically bonded not to tell us anything about the hospital or his sire, and slowly we've figured out information, and we got the address, and we're like, well, we need to figure out why you're acting weird now, and we're gonna go check this place out. And so the session ended with us basically meeting the sire. They're currently blush of lifing, so they're breathing, so we can't assume that they're kindred to connect dots, but the second he slips up, he's going to die, because out of character, we have seen him hurt our child, and he will die. Self-care is important, so either Monday or Friday will be a day off. Wednesdays! We are no longer doing Misspent Youth. We have instead changed that over to Mage, the Ascension. I have decided that my first foray into World of Darkness is to play the hardest of the settings. So I have picked up Mage, and I will have a wonderful Mage cast, and the show is called Arcanum Majoris.
I tried to do mage and my brain broke.
Yeah, no, it's hard. I'm gonna make it work. I don't know
Seems
why.
about right.
I don't know why.
I believe in you, Rendus.
I don't know.
I have faith.
I don't know why I
But
picked the hardest one.
That shit broke my brain.
Yep. People are slowly putting it together. But yesterday, due to sickness, I had to cancel. So we didn't get our first episode started this week like we had intended, because people were ill and there were computer problems. And yeah, so tomorrow's probably not going to be anything either, because I've been medicated this whole time to stay conscious and not leaking on camera, as you do when you're sick. That's it. We're done. Let's go to bed, Rhys. I'm gonna go pass out too.
This is a good plan. I
Yeah.
approve of this plan.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Thanks for
folks.
watching.
Be well. Take care of each other. Stock up on toilet paper. I did go to the store and I saw that even in my little tiny new supermarket, all the toilet paper is gone. So stock up.
People,
Wash your damn hands.
wash your hands.
I love you
Wash your
guys.
damn hands.
Dropping off.
All right. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.